to the tune of OPP. Minority by nature, no time for idle chitter chat and petty iterations. Teaming to me exponentially like I'm Barack's inauguration. Erratic calculations, nah, I runs the infinite. Only way I slow me down is with some calcing by a limit. They might no longer show the work to answer self-evident. Some truth should be proclaimed in the Declaration of Independence. Things not instantaneous can be approximated by adding up our changes till everything integrated. Word to my partners in calculus. Yo, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate radiannually. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP?
What? Oh, yeah.
You down with BCP?
I absolutely had it with you, man. I laid it on the line to you time and time again, but you keep squeaking. I'm going to give you a darn good thrashing. Still squeaking. Now I got to give it some WD-40. What the heck? This thing's driving me nuts.
Just any hit me up.
This damn chair has been squeaking so bad. We've had this conversation too. I was telling the chair, I'm like, you're squeaking tonight. That's it. You're gonna get a crash. So, hey, look at that. It stopped squeaking, man. I don't know if it was the WD-40 or I gave it a beating. Yeah, it's glory days. Reminded me of the past.
This dude, he starts out the show he's beating up the chair.
I told the chair, man, I'm like, dude, if you're going to start squeaking again tonight, I'm going to give you a darn good thrashing. I sat down and it was fine, and then all of a sudden it started squeaking right in the opener. Like, oh, yeah, okay, let's just do this again.
Oh, my God.
So you guys weren't supposed to catch that, but, you know.
What, no super chats?
And I'd like to thank Bearsky Pauly for sending me his Visa card. He's now going to get a BCP Visa. I think I'm going to buy like 100 memberships tonight for people on the show and then send him back the card. That'll give him a few things to think about. He won't be, we're looking at this bill he's got for his BCP Visa. A couple $100 ought to wake him up.
You started off the show beating the chair.
Did we start the show yet? Oh, I guess we are live. Oh, okay.
That was the best, I think, opener of all time.
We're only 30 minutes into it already, bro. That's all. He beating the chair.
The chair was really picking me off, man. It's squeaking every time I move. Sometimes I forget how to handle things. Usually a damn good thrashing takes care of it, but that's what she said.
I had a computer that, like, I'd be working and all of a sudden it was a work computer, and all of a sudden just the graphics would just give out and it would fuck up, and I'd have to reset the computer right in the middle of everything, lose all my work. And finally one day I just like punched the shit out of it, and it worked perfectly after that. And then I also had a printer that was giving me problems too. I punched the fucking shit out of that printer, and it worked ever since. So hopefully this solves your chair issue, Foster.
Hey.
All right. Allow me to make a wife joke. I hope your wife don't start acting up. That's all I got to say.
Which one? I don't have a wife. I've got several exes. None of them act up anymore, at least not with me.
And a stained mustache.
Oh, it looks like you've been bleaching that thing. Oh, you have to take a trip to Wisconsin, my friend.
Great, I've been let go. I've been given my release.
You got to get some more Green Bay yellow piss stains on that mustache. Oh my goodness! Cliff wants more dancing. Come on, give me the music. Give me the music. Come on, this is a great dance, right?
You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP?
So are you dancing or are you learning to box? Either way, you're in trouble.
Ghost
Remember-
Benny hit
Remember the
me
boxing
up.
robots when we was kids? Oh, I'm sorry. When I was a kid, Foster,
That boxing game, right? It was like
Robo,
the RoboCop. I mean,
Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Rock'em Sock'em Robot. There you go.
My phone's ringing.
I'm trying to come up with better ones every show. I don't know. Like, I only have I'm such a great dancer. I only have this small space to work with.
Hello?
Yeah,
So I can't give you guys all my moves,
there's more.
Plus, I wouldn't want them. I wouldn't want people stealing my moves. Foster's answering the wrong phone. He's like, "Oh fuck, this is my house phone ringing, not my cell phone."
Is it more dances than that?
Oh, dude, you'd be surprised.
No, I wouldn't.
He's got one more, Peach. One more dance, man.
Wait till I start doing the kid and play thing where I take my leg and hop over it.
Break it. Broken hip. I can see it now. Broken hip.
Totally. So can I. Never mind. I won't do that anymore.
Those days are long
J2K, is somebody getting a fax?
gone. Go with J2K. Go with
That was my phone. That phone number. That phone is like, I don't know how old it is now. But we've had
That's
that
more-
phone.
That's
had
where
the
you
phone number for 50
receiver and
years.
talk into it.
Got it in June of '75. Still got it.
Pick up the receiver. Yes, hello? Operator?
Oh, Cliff says the
I like
Elaine
about
dance.
265 Mulberry Lane.
Elaine.
I gotta tell you, guys, this is another one of those Thursdays where I'm like, are you fucking kidding? It's Thursday again? I just had nothing in me for tonight. I promise you I didn't. But
We can fix
just
that.
coming on here with you fuckers is just you guys have already made my week, so thank you for that, Foster. Beating the shit out of your chair. It's good stuff.
As he drag a hit of that smoke.
There was a show called Faulty Towers. Okay, and it's John Cleese, and he's got a gourmet. He owns this little hotel. It's kind of crappy, whatever. So he does this thing where he's doing a gourmet night where he's going to bring in, this higher class of people. So he's got this French cook that cooks a meal for him, and he caters it in, and he pretends that he cooks it, and he grabs the wrong dinner, and he told his wife he got the car fixed, but he never got the car fixed. So there's a scene, and you see him going, "That's right, that's it. I've laid it on the line with you time and time again. That's it. I've had it. I'm going to give you a damn good thrashing." And he comes back with a tree and starts beating the crap out of his car while his car is sitting on the sidewalk dead. It was one of the most brilliant things I've ever seen, man. That's where I got that from. I stole that whole bit. So.
Oh, man. Peach, let's get to chat.
Get to the chat.
I was just looking at that thing that Thigh and Smite put up there. That was pretty impressive there. I've never seen
The face.
that
A little-
animation of a face.
Little googly face there.
What about the chat poll though?
What is it? What did it come out to?
I didn't even see the poll.
Well, the audio listeners don't even know what I'm talking about. What is that poll?
The poll is which one is Shorty coming on for? Like, why did I decide I wanted to do the show tonight when I didn't want to?
I'm not sure about that.
PJ,
It clearly says which one is Shorty coming on to/4.
chat's winning. Chat's winning.
Chat always should win.
So, with that being said,
I voted chat.
Roberto Hernandez.
Roberto
Mr. Shorty,
Hernandez.
faking Foster, Mo Lester, Foster covers, all the same person, by the way. And Miss again, Mr. Shorty.
By the way, PJ. By the way, that Mo Lester picture is my favorite. I love that Mo Lester picture. We need send us the actual picture of that so we can post it on the show. We can pull it up on the show. That's such good shit.
I gotta find it.
That's like 18,000 pictures back
Nice.
on a
Cliff
phone.
Victoria,
It's on
Cliff
a
Victoria
phone.
being one of our long and faithful
That's
members of the chat. Good to see you, Cliff.
How
Victor.
long?
How
Thank you.
long?
Like 6 inches?
There, here.
4 years. 4 years long. That's a long.
Oh, this is the wrong show.
That's a
Ooh.
long one.
Excuse me, will you please leave?
We
the
got
people
Squeegee.
alone?
Armando Lara Jr. We have Mr. Shorty again. Then we have.
Wait.
Hey,
Come on. Let's give
shoot.
some. Wait.
You're frozen there, Shorty.
Oh no, it's Muggs. It's the ghost of Muggs.
I am totally frozen. You can hear
Yes,
me
you
though,
are.
right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you, but you're frozen.
That's a good
Wow,
picture.
that's weird.
That's a good picture too, though.
That
Oh, what
really is a
happened
good
there?
picture. You're
It's the
looking
only
like a
good
handsome
picture
young
you
man.
have ever
there,
seen, Shorty.
Do you
Yeah.
notice though? Do you notice?
Are you a ventriloquist, dude? Your lips aren't
I'm
moving.
telling you, bro. You ought to save that picture, man. That's a good picture of you.
Yeah, it's
That was
gone
weird.
That one's even better of you.
What the fuck is going on right now?
Tiga!
All right, I guess I'm gonna nomad it for tonight. let me try to unplug my.
Nomad
camera.
or Dan Aguirre.
Yeah.
Wait,
The other man,
let's go back to Armando.
Armando.
No, let's do it correctly, PJ.
Armando. Lara.
Lara Junior.
Squeegee.
Where are we? Which one of these
Rick
plugs into this thing?
Gonzalez.
Oh,
Melon Smasher.
Melon Smash.
Smasher.
Mr.
Hi, Patty.
Patty.
Mayhem.
For some reason, my camera took a shit on me. Where am I going here?
Roberto Hernandez.
Roberto Hernandez.
Chad Speaker.
Tiga.
Chad
Hi,
Speaker.
Timmerman.
Zach.
Hanging out. Hanging out.
Sullivan.
Hanging out. Hanging out. Hanging out. Hanging out. Hanging out. Hanging out. What the hell,
Oh my
Carl?
goodness.
Dude, I'm not doing that. Who's tripping out?
Really?
Heidi.
I was not doing that.
Zimmerman.
All right, Chad.
Yeah. What's up, Erica? Erica.
Did you guys say hello to Aldo yet?
Ghost, and he hit
I'm
me
working my
up.
way working my way down to you, babe. Where's Aldo at? I didn't see Aldo.
He's not. He put him in the voice thing. Shorty's out. He's gone. We'll get rid of him. We don't need him.
So yes, guys in the chat, thank you so very. Patty, Laura, good to see you. Everyone in the chat, good to see you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Today is June the 5th. And a week of what? Mandatory OTAs, right? Mandatory minicamp. And what do you think about that, Foster?
Well, I haven't. I've watched some stuff and read some stuff, and so there's, they're impressed with Caleb. They're happy with. This is what I'm seeing because I haven't caught everything that I probably needed to the last 2 days. Things apparently, and you know what, Peach, this is like the norm for us though the last 3 years, because and then you and I are like, okay, yeah, that's all good, but let's see it on the field.
Right.
Because things are positive. Everything is positive that we're hearing and seeing, but we've just done that for three off seasons in a row. So the skepticism is still here no matter what. I just saw something earlier today where the guys were talking about, yeah, well, answer me a question. What happens the second week of October if Dahlman goes down or one of the offensive line goes down? Tell me what's going to happen with the Bears. Are we going to go through what we've gone through the last 3 days? And I'm like, I even put it in the chat. I was like, me and PJ have been talking about the exact same thing for the last 3 years on BCP, that the offensive line. So we're still back on that conversation no matter what, it seems like, even when we tried to avoid it. But I mean, as far as all the reports and all the interviews, somebody was saying, oh yeah, these guys really know how to interview. I'm like, they got coaches. They're not just walking. Half of these guys are not just walking up there and speaking their own minds. They've been coached. I'm not trying to be like a jerk, but it's pretty obvious to me anyway. They've got their media relations persons talking to everybody before they go up there and speak. There's probably a few guys that we've seen that handle stuff well that they might not mess with or say as much to, but I'm sure everybody's coached.
Well,
You got to make it look good, man. That's what it's about, making it look good and making money. The two most important things instead of the truth.
I will say that it's good to see Colston Loveland on the field because if I'm not mistaken, he did not participate in any of the OTAs.
Not prior, right?
Yeah, so it's good to see him actually on the field. And
I
like
that was going to happen, though, Peach.
Yeah, and I like to point out that J2K here saying that Don Robb, Hippolyte, Joe Wilson, and Manungai had all shouts out from the coach today. I don't know who Joe Wilson is. Carl?
Good chance that that's either linebacker or tight end. I think it's a linebacker.
Okay.
I'm sorry, tight end.
Tight end?
Yeah,
okay.
Let me grab the depth chart real quick.
So yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, I always like because we really don't get a chance to be where we're not there at practice. So it's always good to see when the coach shouting someone out, give us some type of insight on what he's saying, I guess.
Yeah, I've become. I still got to see it. Because this happens every year at every practice of every team in the NFL. So I just kind of like, all right, that's great. Love it. Let's see what happens come preseason and it's August and September. Then you can tell me all this stuff again, and I'll say you're right or you're wrong. You know what I'm talking about, Pete. I don't want to be a downer, but I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, everything's freaking great. Because I don't know. I believe it is. I hope it is. It appears to be.
Okay.
I mean, we should be. If we're not in better position than we were a year ago or 2 years ago, then there's a real problem somewhere.
I agree with that.
So
hey, leave that up there, Carl.
I'll bring it back up. I'll get a PDF.
Okay.
Wow, that was fucked up.
Hey, Shorty.
Back again.
Hi, Shorty.
Smoking
But Erica points out that the catch today by Darnell was insane. I didn't see it, so
I have it for you guys. We're gonna pull that up here in a second.
Okay.
I have to reload it because now my fucking camera is fucking with me.
Darnell Mooney? Falcons?
Darnell Wright, I believe.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
They've been talking about, an offensive lineman catching a pass. It's never been done before. 3 or 4 times last year.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Since we're getting into, since I missed the fun part of the show with my apparently still having technical difficulties.
You didn't miss the fun part of the show. You saw me beating the crap out of my chair with a piece of
That's true.
Actually, it was a piece of PVC.
Zach Sullivan does say, try not to piss all over the when resetting your PC there, Shorty.
Honestly, I think that the problem I'm having is that I have fuck Chicago media as my handle in front of me. I think that's why it's doing that. I think the powers that be are like, and have fuck on your screen.
It's literally Muggs Hallis.
Well, let's see if that's what the problem is, because I'm gonna keep it up there. Fuck you, YouTube. You fucking succubus motherfuckers. All right.
What's up there, Bearsky?
Bearsky.
Once.
Yep, it's gonna keep doing it to me all fucking night. Look at that. Let me share this, and let me share this. So I think you got to be kidding me. This is just going to keep happening to me all night long. Here, remove Bearsky. Remove this. Look, it says "fuck Chicago media" underneath me.
Yep.
I think that's the problem.
It is. Remove it. Just change. Take the K off or the C.
Well, it still leaves that up there and takes your picture away.
America, America. G2K. America. Get her done.
I try to hit start cam again, and it mutes me, and it pulls me out. What a fucking joke! I mean, what a fucking joke!
Just put something up there that doesn't say FUXXCK something da da da.
It enrages me even more. I'm about you want a rant? I'll give you a rant.
Uh-oh.
Shorty's gonna rant and roll, baby. Shorty soapbox. Did we build him a new one yet?
Let me exit and come back in, see if it'll.
Okay.
I want to thank Bersky for sending his credit card, and he's got the first BCP Visa. Oh. I'm still trying to figure out how to buy like 100 memberships on my phone, but it won't let me do it. I don't know what the hell to do. What's going on?
This is how Skynet works or starts.
Do you guys think this offense is going to score 25 points a game or so?
Maybe not at first. I think they will gain momentum later on.
I was just about to say that, PJ.
Oh, so you think the same thing too?
Yeah.
I can honestly say, I mean, for those of you who want to bring it up, I was really skeptical on the Ben Johnson's hire because I didn't know how much of a leader of men he would be. But I can honestly admit, I have been impressed with what he's been saying and holding guys accountable. I am really impressed with that. And I like that from a standpoint of being a player as well as a coach of, man, hold your guys accountable. I think that is so inspiring and encouraging. It's like, man, okay, cool. We can actually build something now because we're holding guys accountable.
So the Ditka coaching staff did that. The Lovey coaching staff did that. I just was not a big Wannstedt fan ever, because I'm trying to think if that his coaching staff did that. I kind of think they didn't.
Yeah, I mean, because I was watching some podcast and I forgot which one it was. So forgive me.
My point was this, PJ. I'm just like, so it's about time we've gotten back to what normally works.
Well,
practice and accountability.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because they were saying that, you know, in times past that a coach would say later on that, oh, well, we should have paid more attention to this in our training camp, or we should address this more. Yeah. We noticed it, but we didn't address it. And it's like, bro, why are you not addressing it? I mean, that's the job of a coach. Address when you see some type of weakness, you know, address it.
Yeah, Chad Speaker said Dick Duran, and I was going to just kind of go through the coaches and ask who do we feel, or who did it appear of the coaching staffs over the last 25 years that held this team accountable, that we saw it like in the pressers and everything.
Lovey.
Yeah, well, I said Ditka and Lovey, and then I went to Wannstedt because he was after Ditka, and then I was going to kind of go through the coaches. I can't remember all of them, but I'm going. We haven't seen this in 15 years.
No.
And we didn't see it for 15 years prior to Lovey. Think about it. I don't know if I'm right, but it sure feels that way over the last 45 years. I mean, there's times it appeared that, but we haven't seen it like this where it's in the media and being talked about like this.
I think it's a good thing. I do.
It's something you got to have in this game, man. You got to, Pete. You're there every day doing this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it. Believe it or not, players tend to respond to that. I mean, because you know there is a right way and a wrong way of doing things, and the two truly good players do things the right way, and they know when they're going half speed, and it's good when they, get called out. Now, sometimes it depends on how you call them out, because sometimes, some players cannot take too much being called out. But as long as you hold them accountable, whether you yelling at them, talking to them softly, with them on the side, however you calling them out, you call them out to hold them accountable. And that to me is just beautiful. I mean, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged by hearing that and seeing that, and that's a good thing because I know when Stevenson was talking yesterday, I think it was, and they want to question him about, are they holding you accountable for the play you made last year? And I thought he answered that beautifully. He was like, we moved on. I mean, that was last year, and that was that coaching staff, just a whole new coaching staff, and I got a clean slate, which it should be. He should have a clean
absolutely. It's another year, another season, man.
Yeah, and he's saying that
we start at the bottom and we work our way through it week by week, day by day.
And he's saying that the coach, and Allen's scheme is more man to man, which he prefers. So I did not know. I think Carl mentioned this. I could be wrong, but I think Carl mentioned this, that Dennis Allen's defenses led teams in breakups for the last few years.
I definitely would not have mentioned that. No, I'm not too sure. I
heard it somewhere. I heard somebody say it on one of these podcasts, and I'm like, all right. So that's again encouraging. So I'm truly encouraged, man. I'm really encouraged with this coaching staff so far.
Pretty sure that's what Dallas did too. Is run a lot of man-to-man kind of live by the sword, die by the sword coverage, and obviously we have Al Harris now, who's should be very, very familiar with that as he was coaching those defensive backs. So I liked what Tyreek Stevenson had to say as far as the scheme is going to allow us to put ourselves into good positions to make plays, and I'm going to get paid. Not like an arrogant way, but like a fun way, I kind of liked it.
That's good. That's good. I mean, you ultimately, you won't be able to pay everybody, but if everybody's playing to get paid, that's a good thing. That means everybody's trying to play their best, and that's encouraging.
Yeah. Just for the audio listeners, right now on the screen we have the full 90-man roster, to my understanding, including some camp invites. So you guys have been looking at the offense right now. This is what I think is every single player on the defense who's in this football team right now. So
is this the official?
No. There's nothing official about this aside from the names on the screen. I believe this should be the full 90. I don't even have some of the numbers for guys like Shamar Turner and whatnot. Obviously, we know guys like Coastal Loveland are number 84, Luther Burden, 87, but that is very well subject to change, so never got around to changing it.
Okay. Hi, Shorty.
Hi, PJ.
How are you, Shorty?
I've been better, PJ.
Wait a minute.
I know your wife said that at least once or twice.
Before you go any further, I gotta say this. With that credit card that Foster got, I see he gifted himself a new member.
Thanks, Paulie.
That's called money laundering. Good job, Foster.
Well, Cliff was telling me, make sure that you get him to send you $1,000. And then now I got $1,000 in Paulie's credit card, man. But how do I give memberships out?
You can't give them out to anyone you select.
Randomly. I can't even find the random thing.
No, it's if you buy memberships, if you buy 10 memberships, it just does it randomly.
I know, but I can't even do that.
So somehow, was it Bearsky that bought it for you?
No, I stole this card and bought it.
Oh, okay.
Card.
So you did it deliberately. So you just bought a membership with his credit card.
I thought, okay, because I swore I tried to do this once and I had like 5 credit cards and they were all no good. I know I did this. And then I'm like, all right, maybe if I just join, it'll let me give out free memberships. But hey, I'm a member.
By the way, King Buka yesterday on Sports Zone Chicago.
Yeah.
Sports Zone Chicago said that he's getting really close to joining us on the show. Buka.
Awesome.
Buka.
I like to drink Sambuca. Oh, sorry.
Please, please, Buka, please. You know the email.
When he's ready, he'll pop on with us.
Oh, please, Buka. We need your added humor. Like you're so fucking hilarious. I just cannot wait to talk to you in person. Please join us.
You're still trying to get rid of me. 3 years, Shorty, you're still trying to get rid of me?
I'm fucking trying forever. Brought on Carl, you still wouldn't leave.
Nope.
Well, after I brought on Walt, you still wouldn't leave. I'm like, well, okay. Walt finally left because he's like, it's not working out. Foster's just not going to leave, and then fucking bring on Carl.
You fired me like 5 times. You put me on your list every week.
Yeah.
I'm still here, man. Still here.
I know. I keep trying. Pete. He just won't fuck off.
Hey, you fire him and he still shows up to work. What can you do?
Well, my family's motto is, hey, you know what? You won't catch us going around dying. They'll have to kill us first. So
he's like,
you gotta kill us. You want me to leave? You'll have to kill me.
He's like Office Space, the guy that's like my stapler. And they stick him in the basement, and he's knocking my stapler. By the way, mini rant. Okay, listen. I put in. Do you see where it says Mr. Shorty FCM? That is short for fuck Chicago media. But I actually spelled out fuck Chicago media. And what happened? Fucking YouTube somehow came into my computer and turned off my fucking mic and turned off my, like, what in the fuck is going on? I only know this to be a fact because I was on a rant with Aldo one night on the show going off about Muggs Hallis and about how they should investigate his death and blah, blah, blah. And boom, I got kicked out of my own show. And Aldo's sitting here going, I don't know what happened to Shorty, but hopefully he'll be back in a second, because I just got murdered from my own show. So I know for a fact that because I spelled out the words fuck Chicago media, but I can sit here and say fuck Chicago media, fuck Chicago media, fuck Chicago media all day. What, no super chats? If I spell it out, I can't. Oh no, I'm gonna get kicked off of my own show for doing that. Fuck you, YouTube. You fucking America. It's a fucking freedom of speech, motherfuckers. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well,
what the fuck has happened to our freedom of speech? Fuck is a word. Fuck, 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 fuck. It is a word. It is a
screen goes dark. Word. Comes out.
God damn it.
Ooh.
Excuse me, PJ.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
There you go. There you go.
Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube. Oh, sorry you didn't pull me for that. Fuck you, YouTube.
What's up, Heavy?
I'm done.
Heavy Bear Down Davis in the house.
So is there a poll in the chat regarding the rant there? Carl, we're gonna get one started there.
Should we grade it again, or should we
should
we figure out who caused it? Because Shorty think it's
before
YouTube, right?
You pull up the poll, let me just remind anyone that wants to do a fucking podcast on YouTube that they're going to take fucking 55% of your fucking money. And you think you're gonna make money? You better have 150,000 subscribers to make half of that money that you earned, because they're gonna take more than half of that from you. So fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you and your fucking NFL Sunday at noon ticket. Perfect time for my rant on that I wanted to do. Because if you subscribe to NFL Sunday Ticket, all you're going to get is the fucking noon games. You're not going to get the Sunday night games, the Monday games, the Thursday night games, the Friday night games, which now they're adding Friday fucking games per this season, and then the Saturday games. No. You're only going to get the fucking noon games. And so if your team gets flexed at 3:00 and it's on the game of the week, you're not going to get that. So you're going to have to pay another fucking. This is what pisses me off about the world today. Netflix came out with this brilliant idea of being able to stream things and have discs sent to you in the mail. And then it got too big, and then Paramount and MGM and everyone else that made the movies that they're sending the discs through the mail to you for, and they're streaming on Netflix. They were like, fuck you, we're going to make our own money, and fuck you, Netflix. And so then they came out. If anyone has paid any damn attention, then then they all started to make their own streaming platforms just to fucking compete with and bury Netflix. And Netflix has been forced to make their own TV shows, their own movies. That's why the price of Netflix has raised. If you're upset about that, that's the reason why. So you're still forced to have every one of those other fucking stupid little app platforms, NBC and fucking CBS, so you can watch fucking Bears games. I don't watch TV. I work, I do this, I work in my yard. I play some video games if I'm lucky to have enough time. I don't watch fucking TV. I subscribe to television to watch the fucking Bears. So if I'm paying $500 fucking for the NFL Sunday ticket, you better fucking damn well give me every fucking game. God damn it. Gosh darn it, PJ. You're paying that much money for NFL Sunday ticket, then why not just call it NFL Sunday at noon ticket? I'm done. That was my rant. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I'm so fucking pissed off about the world today and about how they're just like shaking you upside down and take all the change out of your fucking pockets every fucking chance they can get. What the fuck, man? It used to cost you $300 a month to have Comcast cable. And then Netflix came out and said, fuck you, Comcast cable. And then everyone went, man, fuck you, Netflix. And then they like stretched it all out to where your pockets are just getting, you're charged even more now than you were 10 years ago to have fucking a $200 a month Comcast bill. It's fucking ridiculous. I pay you $500 for NFL Sunday fucking ticket. Give me every fucking game. You fucking assholes.
Well,
I'm done.
Dude, are you just going to come and live with me during the football season? North Avenue's right here. You can drive straight to work. Sure, he's going to move in. I got a room for you, buddy. You could just stay here. Katie won't like it, but
I actually learned from Rick Gonzalez a way to watch those games for free. And I'm not going to fucking say that right here because I know YouTube is watching.
Don't.
And they're going to shut that down, too. And nobody will be able to get those games for free.
CCP is listening, too.
There is a way.
Carol's here.
Fuck you, Foster. I'm not the CCP.
I know. Damon got here a little late. You kind of missed the... He's like, wait a minute. Damon Dice says, what is Shorty crashing out over a mountain about? What is Shorty crashing over a mountain about? That's what it should say.
Listen, I apologize for getting overamped, but I have literally went to look at what my NFL. I texted you guys this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I went to look at what the price of NFL Sunday ticket was because I am now a YouTube TV subscriber so that I can get the games on ESPN and on CBS and on NBC and on whatever the fuck other channels they are on that NFL Sunday ticket does not give to me. So I'm paying an extra $90 a month on top of the $500 a year I'm paying for those games. And then that's what started this whole, like, me getting into a curmudgeon asshole old fucking get off my lawn man. Like, fuck you, everyone, for just trying to just Jesus. I mean, gosh darn it.
I want to talk to you about this, Shorty. Like, why can't you watch these games? Or is it local blackout restrictions, or what is it?
If you have NFL Sunday ticket,
he's not
and the game is let's say I live in Atlanta. Let's say the Bears are playing the Falcons. If I have NFL Sunday ticket, I don't get that game. It's blacked out because it's on local station.
And so you can't watch that locally through YouTube TV?
If I had no local television, if I didn't have YouTube TV or Direct TV or Comcast or any one of those other platforms, if all I had was NFL Sunday ticket, I could not watch that game.
NFL Sunday ticket is an extension of YouTube TV. It is a requirement.
But they do not give you the additional games that are not on Sunday at noon for your own team. So
if they're being broadcast local, you have the local channel.
But if I don't have the local channel because I gave all of them up to only subscribe to NFL Sunday ticket,
you can't do that. I don't think you can do that.
No, you cannot do that. You still have to have NBC, CBS, ESPN, Amazon TV, fucking
Aren't
now
you-
Netflix. What's the Friday game for the Bears going to be on? Who the hell knows?
Twitch.tv. It's free.
No, I have to subscribe to Twitch to watch that game.
It's free.
Okay, fine. Twitch is free, but Amazon's not. Netflix is not.
It's on Twitch.
NBC is not. CBS is not. If you gave up
You
your
get those channels for subscribing to YouTube TV.
But you're missing my point, Carl. If you decided I'm not going to subscribe to a
Shorty,
television channel,
it's an add-on.
it's not an add-on.
Yes, it is. It's the NFL Sunday Ticket package. It's tacked on to your monthly recurring YouTube TV bill.
Yes, but if I don't have YouTube TV,
Then you can't have anything.
Right. That's my point.
Yeah, watching the NFL is a luxury. It's very expensive.
Oh boy, it's not a luxury. It's an expensive habit. It's like wanting gold fucking shoes. I want my shoes to be gold plated.
Shorty's. I hate to tell you this, dude. Shorty's a junkie.
Bro, I'm the same way. If you want to be smart, just find someone close to you that lives within a similar proximity, right? Call it the same area code. I did this with Nick. You take the YouTube TV and you split it in half. Nick paid for it. I gave him half for like 8 months. It was cool. It cuts it in half. We use the same account. 0 issues. Same thing with Sunday Ticket. Gave him $200 because it cost $400. Was giving him $40 a month instead of paying $80 out of my own pocket. It was chill. 0 service interruptions. Tacked on the 4K package to watch the playoff games in 4K. It was great. YouTube TV is a great service. It's just astronomically expensive.
It's cheaper than Comcast was, but you still have to have that to watch every other. I could give a fuck about Monday Night Football unless the Bears are playing. I could give a fuck about Thursday Night Football or Saturday football and now Friday football.
ESPN is included in the base package.
Plus, listen, let me finish.
We'll do a whole other show about this, guys.
When YouTube first bought NFL Sunday Ticket, they offered $100 off to anyone that subscribed to YouTube TV. So at first, I did not do that. I just bought NFL Sunday Ticket from them for $400. But they would give you a $100 discount if you were subscribed to YouTube TV, which means it would have been $300. Now, because now, after learning that I had to have YouTube TV or DirecTV or Comcast to watch the Monday, Thursday, Sunday night, Saturday games, I had to have that to be able to watch those other platforms to avoid paying for them individually. Now, when I went on this year to look at the pricing, $480, no discount for having YouTube TV. So now that you're bought into it, they don't even give you that $100 discount anymore. It's $480 fucking dollars plus $80 a month. So $80 times, it's almost less than $1,200 a year for YouTube TV plus almost $500 a year to watch the games that you're not going to get.
To be fair, to be fair, if you're only watching football like myself, this doesn't make sense to pay for all that. It's not a good return, right? I would rather blow that money on Magic the Gathering cards at that much, right? Like that is an astronomical amount of money.
Cocaine.
But there are guys like Foster, maybe myself, who could use a local antenna and get the games for free.
Cocaine.
I don't do cocaine.
It smells like fear from PJ.
When they start charging for every game, I got it worked out. I cut the trees all the way between. The only problem is now I got to do it again going to Arlington Heights because I sit on the roof with binoculars.
Who's gonna stop us from streaming the games from Foster's television to a private location and sharing with the boys?
Where would I? If I sat there with the camera on and filmed it, or just
no camera, obviously this is my wheelhouse, right? I could help you.
Streamed it live.
You got a fiber connection?
No, Does not. He has a cable connection.
Let's get Foster some fiber internet, and we'll get it sorted out. That'll be easy.
Listen, Tony. I'm seeing a bunch of guys
I'm outta
saying
here.
in chat that you can get it for free. And I understand that. I have learned that this past week, which I wanted to make this show all about that rant, but then it was pointed out to me by Rick Gonzalez, good friend in chat, known him before even this channel, and he gave me the information for that, and I now have that, and I'm going to use that, and I planned on not having that rant, but now that rant in tonight's show. But now, after I just got cut out for having fuck Chicago media on my own fucking show, I got kicked out of my own show. It just put me into a downward spiral because I was already like this close away from being pissed off anyways. So I'm done.
What? No super chats?
I have a way
What?
to
No
watch.
super chats?
I cannot
What?
believe
No
it.
super chats?
J2K.
The man.
Wait, Foster or PJ, ready?
J2K.
PJ,
J.
ready? J.
2.
Hey. Yeah.
Dude,
J2K. Just J2K.
J2K.
Awesome. Awesome.
I thank you, my friend.
Awesome.
Thanks,
I will
J2K,
never change.
for
I
your
appreciate
support.
that.
Yeah, he ain't changing. We've been trying for 3 years and nothing's worked.
For those of you listening on audio, J2K donated $20 in super chat, stating, "Dan, you are awesome. Never change."
Exclamation point after awesome. Exclamation point
Exclamation
after change. Never change.
J2K. I mean, that means thank you so much, man.
That's J2K, man.
Appreciate
I
you,
have
brother.
no words.
Hey, what did somebody just say?
J2K to the rant rescue.
Yeah, where is that?
It's right here.
Cliff Victoria with the slide. Slid on in there.
DJ
Guys in the chat, we do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you guys for listening to our rants, and thank you for your support.
that rant made Shorty $20 in 45 minutes.
Yeah, but you know what the problem is? He only gets 10 of it. Start going off again on that.
11. It's 11.
11. I only get $11 of that, man. What the hell?
DJ Prophet saying, DJ Prophet, a member now. Thank you, DJ Prophet. Fuck Chicago media without a doubt. CHGO turned me off to anything local years ago. Hogan Johns are some of the worst media members ever. Yeah, the worst media members of the media ever. Yes, I agree. Like John's not so much, but Hogue is just hogging it up, man. Just hogging it up.
Hogue.
Anywhere he can get a Hogue, he'll take his Hogue. Oh my goodness, Zach Sullivan, thank you for joining us, man. Been a long time. I have your clock on the wall. Unfortunately, I don't have the setup to show it, but I appreciate the clock that you made for me. It doesn't go unnoticed every time I look at it. I really appreciate you, Zach. Appreciate your support. J2K, again, thank you for your super chat. I'm just astounded by that. Evie baby. Listen, let's get back to the show. I'm sorry, guys. I got so pissed off by me getting cut off of my own show for having the words written "fuck Chicago media" under Mr. Shorty there, that it's just over the top. So I apologize.
If the scroty fits.
All right. So can we get to what the chat has been talking about, which is this? I mean, this is what I love about this.
Whoa, that was nice.
One-handed grab, dude. Replay that.
Can I point out something though? Like, we're gonna have these words that we had, and then we're gonna flash that bottom right corner of the screen. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
Come on.
I wanted to block it out. Fuck CHGO Sports.
We couldn't get it from somewhere else.
Oh, look, he's trying to crop it. Oh, good job, buddy.
Hope you're
Now
not
you
talking
missed
to me.
part of the route, bro.
Yeah. No, but this is kind of what the title of the show was about, which was, it's time for the Bears to silence the critics. And OTAs are showing this in the limited time that the media has to take these clips. And we're seeing things that me as an offensive minded fan has thought for years. I mean, I believe I've even talked about this on the show before. Like, why not put Tony Moy? I'm talking to you. Why not put Tyson Bagent and Justin Fields in the same lineup and have them
Jets
and have them? There's so much you could do with the misinformation that you're giving the defense. It's why I keep harping on the T formation, because of what you can do to throw the defense off on every single play. And the fact that this head coach is running drills with players throwing the ball to quarterbacks and offensive linemen, and the quarterback throwing the ball to offensive linemen. It's like, here's the other video. Like, who is this guy? 12. Throwing the ball to Caleb. He's throwing the ball to
it's Duvernay.
Duval.
I mean, this is the kind of things that I've always wanted to see my entire life as a Bears fan, is just creativity. Think outside the box.
So you really like Matt Nagy?
Yeah, I loved how Matt Nagy came out with the first play of the game against the Packers. It was a T formation. I was like, oh, I'm in love with this guy. And then that first season, how many trick plays did he run? Several.
Too many.
So many that he backed off. He was like, well, that's not going to work. They're going to figure me out. No, man. Keep up with your offensive acumen. Keep developing plays that is there a pause there?
No, I'm just saying, I think it was shown that you can't have an offense based upon that.
No.
I think that Ben Johnson,
but it won't be successful.
Well, I think Ben Johnson showed you otherwise in Detroit.
But he has a good foundation.
Yeah.
And the second best running back in the NFL.
And then you can actually run plays, trick plays sporadically. But to have an offense built around it like Nagy was doing, while he was creating all these misdirections and
Santa Slay,
all these type of plays, and you can't have an offense built upon that. You're gonna have an offense that can sprinkle some in, but to build it around there, you got to have a good, strong foundation and operate off of that. He never had a good foundation.
DJ Profit, we came to the resolution last time that 12 personnel is basically the T formation. Thank you, my friend. Listen,
Jordy's coming down now, Pete.
I was hanging out. You want me to stand up again?
No, don't do that. I shouldn't have said anything.
I was hanging out with Coach B.
Sorry, Coach B.
Memorial Day weekend, defensive coordinator. He's showing me, it's high school, but he's showing me this team that just kicked their fucking ass running the T formation. He's showing me these plays. It was a 3 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends, and the first play he showed me was they handed the ball off to the middle running back, and he ran it to the left for 15 yards. Then the next play, he faked the handoff to the middle running back. Meanwhile, he handed it to the left running back, which was the fullback, and he ran it right up the damn middle for a touchdown. But the middle running back, who had the ball the last play, ran out to the left the same way and faked everyone there. And boom, he had a wide open zone right to the middle of the field, right for a touchdown. And this is after Coach B and I did a show about the T formation and him talking about, from a defensive coordinator standpoint and blah, 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 blah. The point is, if you can constantly keep the defense on their heels and they don't know what you're doing on any given play, because it all looks the same every single time. That's what you do to build on success. You build upon those plays for success as an offense. And
Well, let me talk football for a minute.
yeah, well, now we have a real coach in the house, so I have to like excuse myself.
No. I want to talk football as far as with your T formation, Shorty. Is your center? I mean, I'm sorry. Is your quarterback under center?
Yeah.
You're muted.
Quarterback would be under center.
Yes, the quarterback under center. Yes.
So the best way to defend that, you take your two defensive tackles, put them on either side of the center in that A gap. However, you line them up so close together that they both lined up halfway over the center, each of them taking half of the center. So as soon as the ball is hiked, you have those two defensive tackle blow up that center to where that quarterback can't just sit there and have the misdirection going here or there. He's got to hurry up and make a decision because the center is now on his back because he got blew up. So there's ways to defend that, especially if that's what your go-to is going to be. Your thing is you can't over penetrate with a T formation because of the misdirections. But if you blow up that center, you will disrupt that whole play.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, that's pretty much how why they stopped running that offense.
Foster, you know what I think about having a coach on the BCP team now? That's what I think.
Poor PJ, Coach PJ.
You're gonna get your ass pulled a lot more now than you think, PJ.
Like,
The heat is on.
You messed up the whole idea, man. I mean, I hate it when facts mess up the whole idea.
Yeah. Damn truths. Quit being truthful, PJ. Cut it out.
No facts, just opinions. Oh man. J2K saying that he thinks Ozzy's going to catch a touchdown as an eligible receiver when Ben comes out on the goal line with a heavy O-line and Ozzy over right. Oh, yeah.
6'8". Why not?
By the way, my wife went to
the old alley-oop to the center in basketball, man.
My wife went to the store today. She's like, there was a pack of 5 football cards. I'm going to buy this for my husband. And look what I got. I got it.
Nice.
You opened them. Why didn't you save them for the show?
Nice.
I got a Darnell Wright rookie out of it.
Nice. That's nice.
Yeah,
I think he's my favorite old lineman right now.
Did you see what Zach's got a question for you, Shorty?
speaking of the clock, did I number yours? I'm actually finishing 2 of them for my uncles tomorrow. Yours was 9. Oh, let me look. I'll be right back.
Number nine.
Situation number 9.
Say you want a red ball. Oh, Peach, we could do this while he's away.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about Foster's shirt. What is that, Foster? Break it down for us.
This is the 50th anniversary tour of America. And people have probably heard their songs because they've been in movies. They started in 1970. I went and saw them in 2020. Yeah, 2020 because it was their 50th anniversary. And let's see if I can think of, does anybody heard, I know a lot of these guys in the chat have, but so in movies have been songs like A Horse with No Name. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name.
Oh, yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah, so that's this band.
Okay.
There you go. DJ Prophet's got it, A Horse with No Name. And then another big one for any rockers, they had a song called Sandman. Dun, 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 dun.
So what did you see him at?
And you've been running from the man who goes by the name of the Sandman.
So you went to a concert.
You're 72 heavy and you know America. Awesome.
So you went to a concert. What was that concert at?
I've been going to it was at an old theater up in Glenview, and I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
But it's really a good place if you can catch older bands because it's a theater for movies. So
Okay.
I think there's 300 or 400 seats, and any one of them you get is gonna be good. Gonna try and get a couple shows in this year. I usually get 2 or 3 shows, and I always sit within the first 25 rows, and it's got to be in the front, or I don't even go because now I got to see it. I got to see these bands while they're still alive. Half of them.
Oh, okay. Man, that's impressive, man. Nice
Good-
shirt.
Good
Nice shirt.
show. Good old kind of pop rock. Yeah, Chad Speaker, Ventura Highway. It's another
All right.
good tune, man.
So, folks,
Sandman, Sister Golden Hair, Ventura Highway. Don't
So,
Cross the
folks-
River. I can't remember. I used to have some of the stuff back in the day.
if you were to guess, how many concerts do you think you've been to?
In my lifetime,
Yeah. Well, in the last 50, let's say in the last 60 years. I don't want you to go back to the Roman days where,
Let's
you
say
was out there.
since 75, the Stones concert, 700 or 800.
Wow.
And I'm counting because I used to hit a lot of, I shouldn't even say that because I used to hit a lot of venues where there was 200 or 300 people. Like I saw Bo Diddley with like 300 people, man. I saw Molly Hatchet with like 150 people. I always try and find a smaller venue. You might pay a little more for the ticket, but like I've got the one dude gave me his drumsticks and the other guy gave me his picks because I'm standing 5 feet in front of the stage. I don't know if anybody remembers Georgia Satellites, the Spin Doctors. I saw those guys at like the Cubby Bear right by Wrigley Field,
Man.
standing in front of a street block off thing, and the stages I could touch the stage. So those are it's the kind of the coolest stuff, man. Especially when it's an older band that's been around for a long time, because they're really, a lot of them are doing. I know a lot of them are doing it for money, but a lot of these guys are just doing it to do something and to get back out there and talk to people, man. So not all of them, but I mean the smaller venue stuff, because they can't be making a fortune on it. But it's, I don't know, music. I love music, man. Music makes this world go round. Can mess
Here
it
you go,
up,
Shorty.
bring it down, bring it up, bring it all around.
Just for Zach, it's not.
Abby said she saw Jimi Hendrix for like $15. That's going back.
I don't see a number on the back there, Zach.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
I mean, beautiful clock, though.
Yeah, you know what? I remember when he gave that to you because he had it hanging up there so we could see it, and then we read the back and everything. What does it say on the back again? Amen, Patty.
Oh, the time is wrong. There we go.
Number 9. Number
It's
9. Yeah, I can't read that.
You just can't read it. I mean, you can't read it to us, Shorty.
It's a beautiful clock.
it's a fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful clock. They gave me the instructions to put the things on that I did wrong, apparently, because it doesn't hold time, but it's still on my wall. It says, "Too Shorty, Bears Country Productions. Keep up the great work. Bear down, Zach." I mean, this is. I mean, what?
That's awesome. It's just beautiful. I'll come down there and fix it in January, Shorty.
Please do, Foster.
Dude, I don't want to be here this winter,
You
man.
gotta sit
After
out
the
in
last
the
5,
yard to fix your clock.
I'm ready to just throw stuff out of the house in the car and just leave. My buddy would be like, dude, so I ain't seen you in a month, man. Are we still living here? Are the bills being paid? Nope.
Foster going to sit up a tent in your yard just
Yep.
to fix your clock.
And you can stay in my pop-up camper, Foster.
Only for January and February, then I'll come back. Maybe mid-March. It depends on what the weather's like up here.
Well,
You're
February, you'll be in Florida with us, so yeah, that's what
You're like,
want.
hey,
I'm
you need
hoping,
some
man.
paddling too.
I'm hoping. So DJ Profit says, because we're talking about music, I'll throw this in. That Black Sabbath concert, 2015 or 13, because I saw him too, and I couldn't believe. I must have caught Ozzy on like the perfect night, man, because it sounded like when I was a kid, the first time I put the 8-track in to listen to Black Sabbath. I mean, they were just perfect that night. I can't remember if it was. I got the shirt somewhere. I'll find it and wear it. I think I wore it a couple weeks ago. It's got to be. It's got to be like 10 years ago, maybe 7.
I do want to take a moment and say thank you guys in the chat. 73 at one point in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.
I saw 76 at one point. So
76.
76.
Alex, Nemo, Patty Lara, Patty, we love you.
What was you doing in 1776, Foster?
What were you doing then? Changing diapers?
No, I was trying to get the 3 guys together with the fife and the drum, but I had to bandage them up first. I couldn't get his arm up, so he was like, "He's kept get off of me," and I'm like, "Dude, I'm not trying to rape you or anything. Bandaging up your arm so you can play that flute."
What is up, Brian Gilmore? What is up, Chips Ahoy boy? STC.
I wanted to tell Evie. So the last time I saw Tom Petty at Poplar Creek. 80s.
Poplar Creek, my goodness.
Poplar Creek. That was a nice venue, man. I was ticked when they got rid of it. It was so easy to get there. Good sound, excellent sound.
Atmos is saying Mozart was your first concert.
Dude, I taught Mozart how to play the piano. So
of course,
before that, his first concert was at the Roman Coliseum.
Yeah,
before the Roman Coliseum was the Roman Coliseum.
Of all the many jobs Foster has had, one of them was definitely teaching piano to Mozart.
So realistically, Shorty, how many concerts you been to?
Oh, concerts?
Yeah. A rough guess.
Nice, Patty.
70?
Okay.
Listen, I'm not proud of it because I don't like this artist anymore. But at one point, I was a big time Dave Matthews Band fan, and I was one of those guys that traveled around I traveled around the 150-mile radius to see whatever they were. We would go to Indiana, Wisconsin, Illinois to watch them, and that was my band in the 90s. I was a Dave head. I can't stand listening to his music anymore, but I did get to meet him on a movie. My wife, can I just side note, Ravi? What's up, Ravi?
What's up, Ravi? Come up,
Ravi.
Let me tell you a quick side note story. So,
ahoy!
When I first met my wife, we went to Hawaii, and she was working on the movie "Just Go With It" with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, and she took me down to watch a night scene that was being filmed. It was the scene in the movie, if you've ever seen it, where they were at the luau at night and they were having dinner. And so they filmed that from 8 o'clock at night until 4 o'clock in the morning. So it was like an all night shoot because they had to do it at night. And we were all hanging out in the background, like watching, the filming. And Dave Matthews, who was my hero at the time, comes walking up like, what's up, guys? And he's got a Starbucks cup in his hand, but he clearly doesn't have coffee in it. It's just, what's up, guys? And he walks up, he stands next to me, and he starts talking to the grips and all the electric people, and he starts leaning on the rope that was like hanging up the canvas, the lighting canvas. Everyone was like, get off the rope. He's like, oh yeah. And so he started talking about how he was at a karaoke. He was at a sushi bar the night before singing karaoke, and he was singing some karaoke song. And I'm like involved in this conversation, like I'm part of the crew, right? So by the way, I used to, at one point I had tickets to go backstage after a concert, and I was tripping balls. So like I couldn't do that. I could not go backstage. Sorry, PJ, close your ears. So I'm like, I can't do that. So I'm like, I'm glad I never did that, because here I am right now in this moment talking to Dave Matthews like I was his buddy working on the movie with him. And he all of a sudden he just turns. So they finished their shoot, and Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston and Nick Swartzen, they all get up and they walk over to this big screen TV underneath this tent to go look at their their scene that they just shot, right? And as they walk over there to go look at the screen, Dave Matthews like nudges me in the side with his elbow. He looks at me like, yeah, watch this. I'm like, okay. He like walks up to this. He walks up to them. He stands right behind Jennifer Aniston as they're watching on the screen. They're watching their previous filmed, shot. And he goes, and he smells her hair. He's like, to her hair. And he walks back over to me and looks at me. He goes, and I'm like, I bet her hair smells like Heidi's hair. And that was our moments together. And from that point on, I've never been a Dave Matthews Band fan since. But 45 plus shows for him. Plus, I went to Woodstock 93. I've gone to several other concerts. I don't even know, maybe 70, Peach, to answer your question.
Okay, Carl, how many concerts you been to?
2.
1 or 2?
2.
2 for sure. Okay.
See, the thing is, though, I mean, when I'm talking, it was like you could do a show every week because it was $15, $12.
Right.
I went and saw bands for like $7. It's just today you're looking at $200, $500 to go see a band now. It's like the last 2 times the Rolling Stones were here. It's the first time I haven't seen them since like 1975 because I'm not paying $2,000 to see 80-year-old men run around a stage, and I've seen them 10 times. Although somebody brought up ZZ Top. Now I saw them in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s, and every time you couldn't tell that they aged because everything sounded like it was supposed to. They were right on top of everything the whole time, and the first 2 or 3 albums ZZ Top I just absolutely love. Absolutely love them.
Now, reason why I asked,
Pride
because unlike you two gentlemen, I was
Zero.
well, I've been to some concerts. I've been to an MC Hammer concert,
Can't touch
and
this.
I got in free because my brother was this limo driver, and so he gave me a free backstage pass and blah blah blah. So I was like, all right, okay, I go. And the other, I want to say maybe 4 concerts, I had to work security there, so I was there. So yeah, I've never been to a paid concert.
So when you're working security, you're like, it's a job, so you can't give a damn.
Well, I don't typically I wouldn't typically go to that type of venue anyway, unless it's like a gospel concert or something like that. But yeah, it was cool. I mean, it's interesting. I can tell you that. It's interesting when I see people at concerts.
These would have to go see a nice holy band like Judas Priest. They're metal rock, Peach.
Yeah, me and metal rock. I don't think I can get there. I don't think so. Yeah.
I just thought the Judas Priest name would be
Dude,
Yeah.
Coach B is like, he is a hardcore death metal fan. Like, and we took him out to this nice restaurant in town where there's like this, 70-year-old guy playing acoustic guitar every single night of the week. And he knows us. So he always comes over to our table. He's like, how you guys doing tonight? Like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're doing good. And Coach B goes, hey, do you know any hardcore industrial metal? And I freaking lost it. I laughed for like a half an hour because I'm like, there's no way this guy. I love Coach B. Absolutely love Coach B.
Absolutely. Coach B is a good guy.
Oh, Abby, you got one of my favorite guys, Abby Bear Down Davis. She used to hang with Sammy Hagar and Ronnie Montrose when she was 18 going on 30.
Wow.
I love the band Montrose. Sammy Hagar was a singer with the band Montrose when he was like 17 years old. A lot of people don't like I got friends that don't even realize how long Sammy Hagar's been in the industry. They're like, oh well, yeah, he came up with Van Halen and then he had a solo career, and I'm like, no, He was with Montrose. Then he had a solo career. Then he went to Van Halen. Then he went back to a solo career. Just
You guys know why I'm here? Like the reason why I'm here talking to you today?
because of the Chinese Communist Party.
Yes.
Took
Yes.
a vote in chat. Did they? I just want to know, dude. Did they threaten you? Did they tell you if you weren't on BCP tonight, there was going to be something to pay for?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it was yeah. That's why they shut me down for saying "fuck Chicago media."
Fuck Chicago media. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I am here right now talking to you guys because of the band Chicago. So my mom started hanging out with the band members.
That's all, folks.
Shorty's latest little speak is brought to you by the Chinese Communist Party. Thanks, everybody.
My mom started hanging out with the band Chicago when they
No,
were.
you can't talk about that.
when they were a garage band, and then she met my father, and here I am.
Man.
So like, if not for the band Chicago, I wouldn't be alive.
Terry Cath.
You guys cannot get this insight anywhere else but here. I'm telling you, you have the best stories coming to you right here.
And that was media content.
Terry Cath of Chicago, Shorty, in my opinion, is the most underrated guitarist ever.
Agreed.
The only one who gave him, like, there's people that say good things about Terry Cath, but Jimi Hendrix said, because Chicago opened for Hendrix in 1970 or 69 or something, I don't remember when, and he was just like, he goes, man, he's the best guitarist I've ever seen. That's coming from Jimi Hendrix, who for the first 40 or so years of my life, Jimi Hendrix was the guitarist of all time. I mean, he still is in some people's eyes. So Chicago, their first two or three albums of Chicago, oh my God, so different with the horns and all the instruments, and then a blues rock guitar. Absolutely, STC's got it. If you want to see the real Chicago, go on YouTube and watch Live at Tanglewood, or just find a song. It'll say 25 or 64 or Saturday in the Park, Live at Tanglewood. You go watch that concert. Hendrix. So, okay, Evie, so it was maybe 68 or 69. I just remember that.
One of these days, I'm waiting for you to stick that cigarette in your mouth the wrong way and light the filter, Peach or Foster. I'm waiting for it.
What if I do this? What if I do this, Shorty? You see that, right? You see
yeah. One day you're gonna do it, though. Oh, you dirty fucker!
I don't think I ever want to see that again in my life. Oh my God, man, bro. This guy.
You know, I remember some of the comments in the beginning of this show, like when you guys were on, like, oh, what's that guy smoking cigarettes the whole time? And like, fuck you. That's what he does. He likes to smoke cigarettes. If you're offended by it, don't watch the show.
There you got him over there hacking.
You're right.
I got to work the lungs out, man.
He's got to work out the nasal passages.
I need to expand them fuckers. Hey, I can breathe. My sinuses just cleared up.
I wouldn't even know what to do with you if you weren't smoking on the show, Foster. It's like, Foster,
man, what are you going to do? Because it's going to happen sooner than later.
Oh, what? You're going to quit? You're not a quitter.
Yeah, I am.
Bullshit.
I'm a quitter my whole life. I give up every single day. I give up for about 5 seconds.
Who was that comedian?
I've had it. I go on a Shorty soapbox. I've had it. That's it. Fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm out of here. Crap. Let me try it again.
I tried giving up smoking, but then I realized I'm not a quitter.
You're not a starter either. Nah.
DJ Prophet, well, I'm sitting here smoking weed the whole time. Who am I to judge?
I want DJ Profit on the show too. Just for that line.
If I broadcast this from my garage, I'd be sitting here smoking a doobie the whole time with you guys, just to keep up with you, Foster. And then I'd be like,
Well,
I gotta go, guys.
I'm really proud of you for giving up the habit. No more of the candy cigarettes, man. You had those going for a while and chewing on cigars and stuff.
I
You're
quit.
doing really good. I'm proud of you.
I quit Tuesday, September 15th, 2009. That's when I quit smoking.
Oh, cigarettes, good for you.
And my camera quits on me at the same time.
I was just on my 5 millionth pack when you quit.
Nobody likes a quitter.
That's right.
Armando
I can't even imagine the amount of butts you have in your coffin.
That's why I needed that second one, dude.
Do you have an ashtray in your coffin, or?
No, I did. Not anymore. I burned it down.
Oh shit! GoFundMe for a new coffin for Foster. Thank you, Abby.
I just build one. Did you ever get that truck fixed, Shorty? I could use the cab.
Wait, Foster.
Crushed.
If you're going to build yourself a new coffin, where are you going to sleep for the next 2 years while it takes you to do that?
Oh, that's a good question, dude.
Oh my goodness!
Love
You guys
it,
want to talk some Bears again, or just fuck
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Good for you, Armando. Cigarettes suck.
We got about
So
45
addictive,
minutes
man.
left.
Zach, you get paranoid.
Wait a minute. Pete said he's got about 5 minutes left.
I said 35.
Oh, I was gonna say, what's up with you, Mr. 1 in the morning?
No. We're gonna close at 10 o'clock tonight. But so we got 35 minutes left.
Wow, look at you. Excuse me.
Dude.
We have to have,
I'm gonna have to run down there and see what's going on because something's going on, dude.
PJ, Foster and I have to have a conversation without you. This guy, Foster. You remember him saying, well, now that remember he was on a hiatus and he came back and he's like, well, now that I'm back, we're gonna have 4-hour shows again.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's bring him back on to
Am I looking the wrong
he has to say about that.
page?
Well, I got a list of 473 names that I have to call as part of my recruiting part. 473 names.
Wait, let's do
Did
that
you get the
together.
numbers out of my broken phone? Then I lost about that many numbers, man.
Let's do that together, Peach.
Oh, no, look, that's women though.
400.
73. I'm 70.
473
names I got to go through and try to contact. And so that's all.
Could you imagine, just if you took 473 dumps, how many wipes that would take?
What Peach? What happened here?
Huh?
Much less phone calls. Just wiping your ass 473 times would be a pain in the ass. My goodness. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Cliff making 500 phone calls every week. Cold calling. I remember doing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the hustle, man. The hustle. The grind. There you go. The grind.
The grind, yeah. That's what I've been doing on Gran Turismo 7. I get it.
So wait, I got a question for the chat, man. I got to ask these guys because I don't know if I'm right about this, but I'm wrong. But let's check it out anyway. So where did it go? Oh,
well, that's a good pull, Carl. That's a good pull.
Courtesy of Cliff Victoria.
So, because DJ, wait, where did it go? I'm lost.
Patty's asking, do you use speakerphone or earbuds?
Who?
PJ, for your 400 calls.
Oh. He's got the earpiece.
My goodness.
He's got the earpiece. His wife is going to not be happy with the fact that he's got earpiece.
Like all day long, she's going to be thinking that he's talking to her. Like, what'd you say, hon?
Who has a wife?
DJ, I just strained my back right here. Is it?
I mean, your girlfriend.
Oh, I'm gonna have to beat the chair again.
Does Foster expect me to come in there and rub his back up there or something? I mean, that's why he telling me to
No,
respect him.
no. It was just because DJ Prophet had commented. Generally, strains affect body chemistry differently, but he's talking about weed. I strained my ribs, so I got the wrong strain. I got the wrong strain here.
That is correct, DJ, because it depends on your CBD receptors, your CBN receptors in your body. Everyone's a little bit different. That's why different strains affect different people differently.
And we try and keep all the strains we can away from Shorty.
Yeah. If only I could just sit here and smoke a doobie with you the whole show. That's why. Remember when I was pulling out the Slim Jims?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was for the cigarettes.
So, is there any more clips of the Bears training camp? I want to make sure I cover that.
Cookies and cream strain. Nice one, Richard.
Whoa. Back up there. Can you back that up or no?
It's just B-roll. I can back it up if you really want, but it's just B-roll.
Man,
This is from 1920 Football Drive.
Who's number 63, is it?
It's Jonah Jagoff.
Oh, he's wearing 63? Okay.
Jonah Jagoff.
Number 20 is who?
Zoff Frazier.
All right.
The day that we see like a number 4 on the offensive line is going to be the day that I'm going to drop to have a heart attack.
I'm not going to wear number 4.
Yeah, somebody will one day.
No.
65 is our new center, correct?
No, that's Luke Newman.
Oh, Luke Newman, 65? Okay. Oh,
So
these are rookies. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, everything here is rookies.
95 was D-Rob, right?
No,
95 is the rookie,
Shamar.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Did you guys hear Ben Johnson talking about D-Rob today?
I didn't get a chance to hear anyone.
No, I missed that myself.
So the media asked him the last press conference, like, who has been standing out? And he's like, I'll ask him that question next time. And so they asked him today, or whatever the hell that press conference was, his newest one, and he called out D. Robinson as being someone that stood out to him. And then they asked him, like, well, why? Like, he was pretty much on the practice, basically almost on the practice squad. He was singled out as not being, one to play. And he was like, I wasn't here then. I don't know about that. But what I'm seeing from D. Robinson is good stuff. Which is, I mean, these are the kinds of things that we want to hear as fans, right?
Yeah.
We want to hear the unsung heroes that we expected to do better, that we're not being judged correctly by the previous fucking moron coaching staff that we had.
Yeah, but all that when the day Ben Johnson came in, none of that mattered.
Right.
He brought in his coaches, and they're going to use. We were talking about Don Rob 3, 4, 5 weeks ago about because of his body style and everything, and he could be a Dennis Allen fit. He might be more than what we've seen. We haven't seen much.
Look at the names on the screen. This is contributing to me saying, okay, maybe we'll have a slow start and end up, at 7-10 ish, right? Like, look at our defensive ends. God forbid Montez Sweat gets injured or Dio Odengbo is not able to participate as a starter, like in quality wise, right? Like we don't have. There's 8 names. But we're looking at guys like Dominique Robinson and Austin Booker
Daniel Hardy.
Yeah, like those guys are going to have to put in some very good shifts. Like they're going to be playing 35, 40% of these snaps, and they're going to have to be meaningful snaps played.
I absolutely agree. But Carl, if you go back and you look at the last since the Sweat trade, just take the defense since then. If outside of a few games, you look at the points they were giving up. That's why I asked everybody earlier, I'm like, is this offense going to score 25 points a game? Because if they do, we're going to win a lot of games, in my opinion.
It's not if, like, they have to.
Well, I know they have to. They need.
I've heard chatter.
There's going to be big problems, but I'm just saying, man. What the hell?
I've heard chatter of like top 10 defense, top
I'll
5
be right back,
defense.
guys. I just had something weird happen.
Okay. Interesting.
Mhm.
I mean,
What? I just said he's gone.
I
Okay,
mean,
bye-bye,
yeah.
Foster.
Okay. Anyway,
Thanks, Carl, for putting this up. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it, and I'm liking it. I mean, it's not the greatest. I mean, I get your concern, but in the same token, the flip side, what if we stay healthy on the defensive end spots? And I'm
No.
like,
we're talking about a roster that might not be able to retain all of its draft picks because of quality. That is a legitimate thing. I think it's a bit silly. I personally think that each and every single one of these draft picks, there were 7 of them, right? There's Zoff Frazier, Shamar Turner, and Ruben Hippolyte. That's 3. And then Luke Newman, Trapio, Manungai, Loveland, Burden. That's 5 plus 3 is 8?
yeah.
I think all 8 will make it. But there's a chance that they just can't. And someone will have to go to the practice squad and get poached or whatever happens, right? Like, that's a good problem to have.
I only see 2 people possibly in that scenario that you're talking about: Luke Newman,
Yeah.
and Frazier.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think everyone else pretty much a lock to make it, unless
They better be, yeah.
yeah, unless something out of the ordinary.
The day 3 guys, right? Unfortunately, it feels like Manungai is a shoe-in, right? Like, we don't
Yeah.
have a good running back on this roster, so Manungai is not just going to be cut.
Right.
I predict or project the Bears retaining 10 offensive linemen. In no particular order, you've got your 2 left tackles on paper currently, Braxton Jones and Kron Amagaji. Hopefully
Right.
Trapio's one of the starters, right? So Trapio's the 3rd. Obviously, Darnell Wright's the 4th. I think Joe Tooney makes it. Drew Dahlman, Jonah Jackson make it. There's 7 right there, okay?
Right.
Maybe you cut Ryan Bates and you retain Luke Newman, your draft pick. I think Doug Kramer makes it. He just got retained in some capacity. I like Bill Murray.
I don't know. I'm thinking Tootie might get cut, guys.
Right.
Smoking that good stuff.
Oh.
Real good stuff. I don't think Kramer's a lock to make it though.
He was just retained. I should find the contract, but
yeah, I don't. No, now I'm high on Ricky Stromberg. Where he's at physically, I don't know, but I'm higher on him than I am Doug Kramer.
I mean, Doug Kramer did come in and do somewhat of a job at guard when asked. Like he would be that 10th offensive lineman, right?
He's super small, man. Now, and I'm not sure if Ryan Bates make it because of his shoulder.
Yeah, I just said that. Like between that, the phantom retirement jokes, whatever you want to call him, and then him being now going to be a post June 1st cut, you're going to save money there. I'd rather have I'd rather have Luke Newman, the rookie, as opposed to Ryan Bates at this point.
Yeah, I just wonder, and this is just me thinking out loud, guys. So don't beat me up. But I'm wondering if you don't.
What the hell, PJ?
Hit him, Shorty.
What are you talking about?
He's thinking out loud again.
Stop thinking out loud, PJ. We don't want to hear it.
I'm just wondering because if Bates doesn't make it, you will have unproven players, be it Newman, Murray, Kramer, Stromberg, whoever the only proven player you have as a backup interior lineman is Bates currently.
Bill Murray.
That's kind of my logic for Doug Kramer is that it's not that he's unproven. You kind of know exactly what you get with him.
Yeah.
And when he's not being asked to take a fullback dive on the road in an important football game, he's not an awful player for what he is.
He's undersized, though.
Listen.
There's been plenty of undersized centers. Go ahead, Shorty.
To Foster's point, like PJ, you and J2K and Samo and I sat here last year doing all 22 breakdown of the 2, and we were doing the games, but the 2 games that Bill Murray started in. I mean, honestly, I implore anyone. What was it? The Panthers game and the game after?
I believe so.
Now let's not pretend that the Panthers are the best measuring stick, but your point is valid.
Let's not do that. But I implore any of you that has the ability to watch if you have NFL Plus, to watch those games, the Panthers game and the game after, and just focus only on Bill Murray, you will see that this guy went to fucking work, man. He took out his own guy. He pancaked his own guy. Then he went over to help Coleman at center and take out his guy and put him on the ground. Then he went to help out the left guard at the time, whoever the hell that was, put him on the ground, and he was still up there looking for work. Like Bill Murray was PJ. We didn't go into that game looking to watch Bill Murray, but
True.
J2K, you can attest to this. He stood out so dramatically that we could not help but watch him the entire game. And I implore you to go watch that all 22 that we did. I know it's old news, but go watch it, guys. That game, you'll see us breaking down the game just as fans, and we're not professionals. And all of a sudden, we're like, "What the fuck is going on with Bill Murray?" Like, whoa, wait, back up, play that again. Whoa. Bill Murray is a dude. He is a dude, and we cannot count him out. That's why they re-signed him to, I think, a 2-year contract, if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
But
Yeah,
they
I want to
did.
throw this in there because I agree with this statement, Shorty. I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
No, I'm done. Go ahead, read it off.
DJ Prophet said, "We will keep more improving players because we have better teachers of detail and technique than we have had in the past. I trust this staff to develop depth more than I have in the past." I totally agree with that statement. We were talking about it a little earlier. What was that on the pre-show when I was asking you that, or was it on live tonight about the coaching staff? That was live on this show. So earlier we were talking about it.
We try not to talk Bears on the pre-show. That's more of our just hangout sessions. Yeah.
But I mean, remember I was asking you guys about, okay, so let's go through the coaching staffs and which coaching staff held the team accountable. And we came up with Ditka and Buddy Ryan, those guys. And then we went to Wannstedt, and we couldn't really come up with that. Wani did that. I was never high on him. And then we started going down the list, and Lovey was another one. That coaching staff held the team accountable. And Peach was going into more detail because he does this every day. But we all agreed that that's better for the team. And the coaching staff that we have this year is going to be, it's critical, like getting your best pass rusher out there, because we haven't had the teachers of young men that we've needed to have on the field for 15 years. I mean, so I just think that is the critical difference regarding personnel, because look at the great coaches around the league. I'd always get sick of San Francisco. How are they doing this, man? They got 7 guys injured and they're still winning games. Why is this happening? Because they have the ability to get the most out of young players. They develop them better than other coaches. And that's finally what I believe. And I really hope, but I actually believe that we do have that. But Pete, like we talk about, man, you got to show us, because we've been doing this too long where, I thought this before about other coaches, and it just wasn't true, man. It just wasn't real. So
yeah, I think that because of the inexperience, I wonder how they're going to address it. I like Bill Murray. I do. I like what I've seen out of him, but
intense.
But I always wonder when it comes to at least one of your backup interior linemen having the experience. He doesn't have the experience. Now Bates does. Bates does. However, I'm not so sure he'll make the team.
Well, here's the one other thing, and you kind of brought this up. We brought this up before, Pete, but I know you did. When we were talking about the players, we're going to have young, experienced players. I got no problem with that as long as there's a veteran in each player category to help these guys get through this stuff and see what they really got to do. Because we only see what we see. The things that go on behind the scenes. I like the fact that they went out and got more veteran leadership on this team, because look at the roster last 3 years. we were limited on veteran leadership from the day he walked in. Who were the first 3 guys gone? 3 of our veterans on defense, man, gone. So
Yeah.
I really, it's so critical that this coaching staff is what we think they are, what they appear to be. And I just don't see how they can't improve this team, because you got 3 or 4 guys that could be, or should have been head coaches on this coaching staff. That's the thing that amazes me the most. You've got all these great NFL minds in Chicago. We're not used to that. We got 1 or 2 always, or it was, we got Fangio's defense. They always come through, no matter what the personnel is.
Yeah.
We had somebody, but we didn't have 4 or 5, 8 guys who it appears they're good at their jobs. So, I'll shut the hell up and let you.
I mean, I agree. I just think that, you have your experience in Tooney and Jonah Jackson. Jonah Jackson, he had an injury-plagued year last year, I think. But so I'm wondering, and I have no idea. I mean, I'm just my way of thinking. I'm like trying to think that would the Bears be content with Newman and a Murray as their 2 interior backups? I'm not sure they would be. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they'd be content with it. I think they would want to find a experienced interior lineman to back up, to go along with either Murray or Newman or both. If, according to Carl theory, we have 10 offensive linemen.
Oh, blank. Sorry, hold on, because I want to get back to that, Pete. I just looked down and saw this Plank checking in. He goes, I'm at the Denver airport with the 3.5-hour delay. Bear down. Ugh.
So I was talking to Plank in Chicago Sports Podcast yesterday morning. Check out Chicago Sports
Plank.
Podcast, guys. And he said, I'm going to be on a plane. I'm going to see if I can watch you. I'm like, that'd be awesome. Like, and I was going to say on the show, like, there's somebody 30,000 feet in the air, like, watching this show right now. And how awesome would that be? Plank, what's up, my friend? Have a safe flight on the rest. He's going to California, so he's in a layover in Denver. So,
hey, awesome. Plank, is there an aching in your heart? Going to California with an aching in my heart. Little Led Zeppelin in there.
What is uplift each other?
I was just going to bring that up, man. Uplift each other.
Read it off.
5 starters. Ozzie T, Bill Murray, Luke Newman, Kieran. That's it. Those 9 are your offensive line. The 5 starters and those 4. That's probably right. At least today it is.
It's a good possibility, but I'm just wondering because what was it? Ben said that he wants about 10 good.
Yeah, because that's what you guys were talking when I had to go check my eye, because I put a finishing nail right under my eye right here, and it swelled up and I couldn't see the screen. That's why I said, shit, I gotta leave for a minute. But you guys were talking about that, and I was gonna say, well, he said straight out, he goes, I don't want 5 starters, I need 9, maybe 10. Just saying. And then, like you brought up Stromberg, and I'm going, well, in 8 more weeks, 9 more weeks, whatever, there's going to be guys that are going to become available too. So you don't know who else he's looking at, because my guy Poles never stops looking for players.
True.
So it's just, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the names we're talking about today right now are not on the 53-man roster that we thought were going to be. They're going to end up on a practice squad, because Poles is always looking, always searching, man.
Very true, man. Good point.
And Plank said, yes, there is an aching in my heart, Foster. LOL.
Did I ever share this with you guys?
By the way,
I hope not, because she told me it was bad.
Plank, you are so awesome, man. Have a safe flight on your next trip. Your next flight to Cali, man. We love you guys. We love you, Plank. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Plank is the frickin' man.
Jake,
I hope you're safe out there, man.
Yeah.
Safe travels.
Take some zinc for that airplane ride because you don't want to get sick.
I thought you were going to say like take an AK-47 for the.
Go ahead and break this down for us, Carl.
Jay Grizz!
Well, you guys can do your own breaking of the down, if you will. What we're looking at least, is just the position groupings players on the initial 53-man rosters over the past 3 years, right? So in the first two, the Bears, Lions, look at the offense. That's what is going to be potentially what they're trending to as far as the numbers. Defense, all 3 years, you can look at what Dennis Allen has done with the Saints.
Yep.
The only caveat, I guess you could say, and I wouldn't call it a caveat, I don't know why the Lions started with 52 players on their roster last year. They did. I couldn't tell you why. And in 2023, the Bull did 5 there for wide receivers. Jameson Williams was suspended.
Yeah.
So he wasn't on the roster, the initial 53. Did they
Right,
carry
but
6
there
the
was-
entire year? Did they cut a wide receiver and go back down to 5? I don't know. But if you're looking at numbers, this is what I can tell you is the trend, right? I see the Bears last 3 years, 9 or 10 offensive linemen. Ben Johnson started with 9, dipped down to 8, and then boom, back up to 10 last year as well. So that's when I do these projections. I'm not going to be surprised if the Bears carry 10 offensive linemen. I'm just not.
Agree.
You look at the quarterback situation. What have the Lions and the Bears done the last 3 years? Two
quarterbacks on the roster.
Okay, well, the Saints can make do with 3 quarterbacks. No, that's Taysom Hill. That's a tight end.
Yeah.
So
multi-position player there.
correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't our offensive line coach from New Orleans?
I don't know if he came directly from there. I feel like Dan Ruchar was somewhere else, but Dan Ruchar was with the Saints and Dennis Allen in some capacity. I just can't remember when.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, Jay Grizz?
I can look up Dan Ruchar's Wikipedia. It appears that he was the running game coordinator and tight ends coach for the Saints in 2021 and 2022. He was the Saints offensive line coach from 2016 to 2020, 4 years before that. And prior to joining the Bears, he was the offensive line coach at Tulane for one singular year.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you, Mutt. That's a nice breakdown there of position players.
Yeah, it's fun to take a look and just see the insight as to what this could end up coming to. Brian Gilmore asks, "Can you highlight my last comment?" Yeah, what do you got there, Mr. Brian? Don't remember where I heard this, but all 4 NFC North teams will be starting new centers. Yeah, we have not. We haven't even said one singular thing about. Is it Ragnow?
Yeah.
Heard that last night on. Because I heard the same thing. Oh, it was Thayer and Joniak along with Odin Brooks.
Yeah,
they brought that up last night.
I mean, that's monster news, guys. I don't know what you want to say about that. I mean, that literally takes the Lions from having arguably the best offensive line in the NFL to potentially being out of the top 5, in my opinion.
And then you have Green Bay switching Elton Jenkins, I believe, to center.
No shot. That's insane.
And then Minnesota is going to have a new center too. I think it was somebody they drafted. I think.
No, they signed Ryan Kelly from the Colts.
Okay.
In free agency.
Yeah, so they said, the NFC North will all have 4 new centers.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, DJ Prophet, and I'd love to clap back at anyone who suggested that the Lions had no idea that this was happening, right? Why would they draft Tate Ratledge in like the 2nd round when they had a top 2, top 3 offensive line in the NFL? You just thought you were going to do that just because it was cute? You saw this coming.
My guess is they thought in a year or two.
Yeah, Brian Gilmore says they also lost Zeitler, but I'm pretty sure that Zeitler is being replaced by a guy that they really, really liked. I believe the last name is Mahogany. I might be wrong on that, but
I think you're correct, Carl.
Yeah. All that to say, I mean, the Detroit Lions, we did the predictions, right? Last game of the year for the Bears, that's going to be, in my opinion, the battle for 4th place in the NFC North. These Lions are going to maybe get a couple games to start the year, and they're going to fall off.
Good night, Abby. Thanks for popping in and hanging out with us, man. Well,
Good
man,
night, Evie.
Evie,
Good
baby.
night.
stay
Evie,
safe.
baby. We love you, Evie, baby. I mean, thank you so much for giving us your time tonight. We hope you have a great night. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Then from behind the screen, you see a fist in socks, Shorty and I.
I love you, PJ. Oh man, I love all you guys,
See,
all you fuckers.
here,
Everyone.
and this is, but I wanted to we'll go back to what Carl was talking about. We were talking about the offensive lines. This is the kind of stuff that I wanted the Bears to do, though, because they're thinking ahead. Even say they did know this was going to happen. You know, that they were going to lose Zeitler and that he was going to retire. Either way, they went out. They probably would have got this guy anyways, because if they like him on their board, I mean, look at what Detroit did last year with their draft picks. They're like, oh, you took him too early. They reached for him. They reached for him. It worked out pretty good for him.
Yeah, I don't know. I was listening to
Whose dog is trying to kill someone? Is that
My
your dog?
neighbor. This happens every time. Every time they let the dogs out, and all they do is bark, man. I've woken up at 1:30 in the morning, gone over and said, this is ridiculous, because it's right outside my bedroom window. There's two dogs sitting out here barking day and night. Anytime they let them out, they never not bark.
I was listening to Philadelphia and how they brought in Juergens a couple of years before Kelsey retired.
No, they drafted him last year.
No, he wasn't a rookie last year.
I thought he was one of the 6 rookies that played for them in the Super Bowl.
No, he was here when
years
Kelsey
ago?
was here. He was here when Kelsey was here. So the
Oh,
point
you're
I'm
right.
trying-
You're right. I'm wrong guy.
Foster, let me finish, please. Thank you. So what they were what they were doing was they bring in a guy to learn from a veteran and let that veteran teach him, and that's the same thing they did with Jalen Carter and the defensive tackle, long-standing defensive tackle there too. So I like the way they do that, and that's the way you actually build a team.
Jets killing me.
I'm sorry, Peach. The chat is just they're on the ball, man. They're on the ball. They don't miss nothing, man. I love it. They got a whole narrative going about the bodies and the dogs. But you're right. I that's what we just kind of talked about. I like having a veteran player in each. It's still going. Shut up! Now he's answering me back, or she. You bitch! You bitch! It's a female dog.
Shut up, you bitch!
Shut up, you bitch! That's what I said last night.
Oh my god! I mean, oh my gosh, PJ. Sorry.
Adam Mason, how's it going, buddy?
Adam Mason. Wait. Let's do it correct, PJ.
Adam Mason.
Mason.
So Adam, I think Adam was one of the winners tonight and got another membership, or did he have one already? I don't remember.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody got that.
Listen.
Hey, give me your credit card, Shorty. Give me your credit card number over the phone, will you? While we're talking.
Wait. Really quick, Foster. Show them what they can get again. If you just send your credit card into Foster, he will implement the BCP logo.
BCP Visa.
Yeah. All you gotta do is just.
This is Bearskis, and I just gave out five free members with it, man. So give me your card number, Shorty, while we're on the air. I got to do like 5 more. I'll make you a card.
Send your credit cards into Foster, and he will put the BCP logo on it for you guys.
Foster
Now
covers all the money in your bank.
Carl, going back to that thing you just had up, Carl. His RAS score is off the charts, 9.99. But if you look at his arm length is 32.2. Now he has a height of 6'6", which makes him a taller center, but arms are only same size as Newman's, 32 inches.
You don't
So-
need long arms to play center, do you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Those arms are kind of short for a guard, kind of. So that may suggest that he is going to play center.
And you can see it says in the middle there above the S and Raz, OC. So this is graded via him being a center. He came out as a guard, right? So maybe he was supposed to be the guard that replaced Zeitler. I don't know what their spiel was, but end of the day, this is an extremely high RAS score for a player at the center position if that's what you value.
Well,
so.
as far as I'm concerned, if they're going to rate a center that was a guard that should be a center, they should have some kind of an IQ score on here, right? Because it's all about being able to know every single play, every single call, every single formation.
Shorty. This is a RAS score, a relative athletic score. I don't know if your mentals have anything to do with your athletics, but that's what the idea here is, right? When you see this math bomb, for my intents and purposes, crap, it's all about the measurables.
Take out the position. Just look at the numbers.
No. The RAS score, the total RAS score, the top middle, that is based off the position.
What you guys got to keep in consideration too, in the 40-yard dash, he was a sub 5. So being a sub 5, pretty good for interior lineman to get to that next
I love you, Adam. That's awesome. Oh my goodness!
And the rest of you, I need you to listen to these guys because what's J2K saying? Where'd he go? There's a couple of them right after a roll. So J2K says, because I got your VCP credit cards. Don't forget to send me your social security number. I'll fix your credit. And then I really love Cliff's one, man. Send your wife to Foster. He'll fix her too.
He'll brand her with a BCP logo right above her, above her ass.
Now I will say, with addressing Cliff Victoria here, the guy's only benched 25 reps at 225. I wonder how much is he squatting, being as though he's 6'6", kind of on the tall end, and he's only weighing 308 pounds. So how much of an anchor is he going to have being that tall? And I wonder how much is he squatting.
I don't remember any of this, but I know this. I saw some of his film, and then I saw the Football Scout did a thing on him, and a couple other people talked about him. And what I saw, I had him on my boards. I was hoping the Bears would get him at one point prior to the draft. Just by watching film, not looking at his numbers, not looking at his bench press.
Yeah.
So I believe Adam. I don't know if Adam said stuff about him, but I know. I'm pretty sure Swifty mentioned him. I think Keds the Canuck talked about him. There's a few people out there that brought his name up because you could probably, with his athleticism and his size, in a pinch, you could probably play him almost anywhere on that line. Not going to say he's going to be breakout, but in a pinch, you could play him on any of the interior spots for sure. Very athletic guy. So,
yeah, I mean, I like his athleticism.
Oh, see, look at here.
Strength.
Sorry, Pete. Go back to that after this last comment here because Adam said this. He goes, "Yeah, I mocked Ratledge a ton to the Bears."
That's a good comparison, Carl. Thank you. That's a good
That's
comparison.
a nice comparison. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, very good. I like this.
Yeah.
Now he's taller than Newman, our Luke Newman. He's got him by 3 inches. That's what she said. Weight wise, same weight.
Pause.
Newman is stronger. 29 bench as opposed to 25. Newman is slower running wise. He's 5.08, and Ratledge is 4.97. Explosion from the broad jump. Newman has, I mean, not Newman, Ratledge has more explosion. 3-cone shuttle, Ratledge have more quickness there. So I don't know, man. I mean, I'm looking at this, and I do, like I said, I'm concerned about Ratledge's strength, but
Well, good, because he's not on the
wait,
Bears.
wait a minute.
Now, there's a good chance, too, everyone's talking about this in chat. Tate Ratledge could be the guard, and they have a guard. I get the two confused, right? It's Ragnow and Glasgow. Glasgow could be moved to center. That's a real possibility. And like I said, I think Mahogany's in the mix here. But anyway you slice it, I know I want to put up Brian Gilmore's comment because he brought this up. You probably don't want your entire interior to be young. You want some experience there.
Yeah.
But if they're playing second-year Mahogany, third-year Mahogany, whoever that is at right guard, someone else, Ratledge at left guard, or flip those two, whatever,
So,
is that something you're going to run with? So I just don't know.
well, those guys played together for 2 years. Go ahead, Pete.
I did not know that Newman's arm was 31 inches. I thought it was 32. That's really short arms.
Yeah, that's why he was the left tackle at Holy Cross, stood out good enough to get himself a transfer to Michigan State, but in a decent enough conference with competition in the Big Ten, immediately, okay, play guard. So.
Ooh. Cliff is asking, how happy would we be if the Bears needed to move a guard to center?
Why would we need to do that?
I don't know, but who knows? It could happen.
I mean, Jonah Jagoff is probably your emergency third string, fourth string center, right?
Yeah.
I think that after Dahlman, it's some combination of Luke Newman, Doug Kramer. I don't know if they'd value Ricky Stromberg as high as you fellows do. I don't. So
I considered
first. I don't see. There's nothing to see.
I considered Jonah Jackson to be like, in my mind, he's not even on a team right now. Like
Jonah Jackson?
Yeah. His injury, he might as well be, he's more injury prone than Tevin Jenkins was.
Well, he's your starting right guard. I hate to break it to you.
So I would rather have had Tevin Jenkins for $1.5 million a year or $3 million a year that he got for whoever the fuck he's playing for now than Jonah Jackson.
Cleveland.
Because at least I know what we have in Tevin Jenkins.
I don't think Jonah Jenkins even starting.
He's just as injury prone, if not more.
I disagree. I
disagree with that too.
That's my biggest worry.
I think he got injured last year.
He's been injured more. Jonah Jackson.
I think he got injured last year, and then benched because of the injury. Came back for a couple of games, but he was only technically injured once. It wasn't multiple injuries. It was just that one injury.
It's not a large history. He just missed a large quantity of time. And honestly, the only reason the Bears have him is because of circumstance, right? The Rams were forced to play a rookie due to the injury, and the rookie played better than they thought. They went to the playoffs. Why would you screw that up? So they found a way, got one over on the Bears, got out of that contract. Bears reunite a Pro Bowl talent with the coach who got him to that Pro Bowl. So
here's the numbers, guys. Here's the numbers. Tevin Jenkins has missed 21 full games and parts of at least 5 others in 4 years with the Bears. Jonah Jackson has missed 13 games in 2024, 6 games in 2023 due to 2 different injuries, and 4 games in 2022.
Thank you, Foster.
I stand
I'm
corrected.
just giving you the information.
Does it list those injuries?
It doesn't matter.
Here, missed time in 2023 due to a high ankle sprain and a wrist injury. Fractured his scapula in 2024, limiting him to only 4 games. And he missed the playoff game due to a torn meniscus. This is Jonah Jackson.
What game?
It's 19.
When did he have the torn meniscus?
Games, 23 full games for Jonah Jackson. 21 full games for Tevin Jenkins, and part of at least 5 other games.
Why are we defending Tevin Jenkins, though? Like, we know the guy has a bad back that is causing multitude of other injuries to continuously come back.
Hey.
I'd rather have the guy that had a broken bone. If the broken bone does not protrude from the skin, that's probably a much better injury to deal with.
Right.
The meniscus doesn't sound good.
That's all we're just trying to clear up. Is it's injuries are going to happen, man. But the injuries that Jonah has had have not been continuous. Of I don't know how to say it.
Let's say this, okay? Will Fries, the guard from Indianapolis,
Yeah.
formerly.
Yeah.
He
Another
came off of an
injury, yeah.
injury where he only played 6 games the year prior. He's getting paid, what, $18 million a year? Tevin Jenkins, coming off an injury-riddled season, $3 million. The NFL told you what they think of those two guys. So, again, with Will Fries, pretty sure that was a broken bone.
What's Daniels getting this year after playing 4 games last year?
Who's Daniels?
$6 million.
James Daniels.
$6 million.
There you go.
That guy.
Hey, I love me some James Daniels.
He
Listen,
shouldn't have been kicked out of the door by Poles to begin with.
I agree
but
with you,
as
PJ.
soon as he kicked him out, the door should have been slammed shut. So there's no going back now.
it's hard to disagree with you, though, Peach. You're right on that one.
Yeah.
You're not right on the just.
Looking at the,
You're
looking
right
at
on
the
that.
line position.
Ooh.
Weren't we just questioning about? Didn't we talk earlier about the linebackers position?
We're screwed as far as the linebackers go. If any
Sanborn
of our
was $1.5
two
million
starters go down.
dollars in Dallas.
Have you guys seen this one short? This one bald guy on YouTube said, "Oh, Jack Sanborn's going to be one of the best defensive players in the NFL." I can't remember who that was though.
Me, I still say
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I still say
It was a
that,
good
but
YouTube short, wasn't it?
I did. I watched a couple times. They set up some bunch of crap on it too.
And I never thought once of the guy until I watched those videos. I was like, "Fuck, man, this Sanborn guy, I miss
Matter
him."
of fact, so I said that, and Carl pulls up the videos, and he goes, "You know what? I'm missing Jack Sanborn right now.
All because of Foster. All because of Foster.
Underrated player, dude. Underrated player.
Very.
Correct.
He's going to show everybody this year, dude. He's going to show everybody. That was a mistake in my mind.
Dun 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 dun.
That's it. He's pulled.
So who's going
more-
to be
no
the
more
continuation of the UDFAs that Ryan
I'm not
Poles
coming
finds?
back.
It's going to be what?
Ryan Poles has a really good string of
Get your ass back.
UDFAs that he has found. Hasn't he? Started with Sanborn, then Tyson Bagent, and then I thought we just found one more last year too. It may have been Reddy Stewart, even though we didn't decide to
Run it
keep
back.
him. I think my brain is thinking Reddy Stewart, who ended up going to the Vikings. I don't know if he's still on the Vikings, but
Okay, question for you, Carl. Is Joe Wilson a undrafted free agent?
no, I think he spent last year on the Cardinals or something.
There's a couple. There might be a guy or two from this year's UDFA batch that makes the practice squad. I would think there might be a couple guys.
Wait, is it Joe or Joel? It has to be Joel, and he's a fucking Packer sleeper agent. I don't want anything to do with this guy.
That's right. I read
Fuck this guy. I'm done with that bullshit. I hate the Packer sleeper agents. They're terrible.
Well, I like that wide receiver, that tall wide receiver that we end up picking up.
Jade Walker, right?
Is
Yeah.
that his name? Okay, Walker. Yeah.
You have
That's-
Deion Hankins, the running back. So, guys, when you're looking at this, the orange are UDFAs.
Hey, Major Burns, and this is DJ Prophet's got him up there. With the right coaching, because it's the guy's got all the talent to be good at this position, but he's one of the guys. He's got to be coached up and be able to take the coaching, because he's a guy that I think could be one of the guys, man. Major Burns.
Yeah.
But it's gotta see it.
Adam.
Seems like we're too solid to have UDFAs affect our playing time roster.
Yeah, and
I'm
this
not
has
saying
nothing
like
to do. This
Practice
has
squad.
yeah, it has nothing to do with saying, "Oh, this roster is terrible. We have to rely on UDFAs."
Right,
It's
right.
more Ryan Poles' track record of finding UDFAs.
Right. Even and I don't know where these guys are, but even getting guys poached off your practice squad tells tells me something. I mean, it's gonna happen, but who was it? Bell. And the two offensive linemen from his first draft.
Who? What are you talking about, Foster?
I'm talking about people were saying, oh, he hasn't drafted enough or gone after enough offensive linemen. Well, what is it going into the season? Almost half his picks were offensive linemen. Nobody. I don't know how if you look at the draft and what he's done, the first prior to this draft, people are going, he hasn't spent enough on offensive line. And I'm like, look at the picks we had the first year. But he did. He went after like 10 offensive linemen and the first two drafts.
I'm doing a little bit of side research for kind of a benign stat, but did you know that I'm pretty sure Scott Daly, who was the long snapper who was forced to come in because of our other long snapper getting injured last year, can't remember his name. Yeah. Scott Daly, I think, was an All-Pro.
For us?
Yeah, as a long snapper. I'm looking that up right now. I'm pretty sure that Scott Daly was an All-Pro. Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Our long snapper.
All-Pro for who?
The NFC football team? Like,
Pro Bowl or All Pro?
Actually, All Pro is better than Pro Bowl, Foster.
Absolutely. I know. That's why
was it the previous year or something stupid, or am I can't find it. I must be wrong, but I thought he was All Pro. Interesting.
So wait, our previous long snapper is gone?
Yeah, he's not on our roster.
Adam says Daly was from Detroit and was cut.
Interesting.
Well,
Betty
in the chat. They got that worked out, man. The question is Santos are they gonna keep Santos?
Yeah, that's another conversation. I can't believe we're talking about this. We just watched the guy kick a really important field goal after getting blocked multiple weeks before. Why do we need some rookie unproven commodity to kick a 5-yard longer field goal? Isn't this offense supposed to be better? Isn't this offense supposed to get closer to the end zone? I'd want the more proven asset that's more accurate.
More
and we retained his special teams coordinator.
Didn't Caleb say we're not going to need the punter anymore?
Why do we need to kick 60 yards in the fucking snow at Soldier Field?
Yeah.
It's just bullshit. Why do we want to run our good players out of town?
That's a temporary thing too, because we're going to be I really don't like the fact that the Bears are going to be a dome team. Nobody's talking about that. I mean,
God.
I love it. I love it. Welcome to the modern NFL.
They're going to be one of those indoor teams eventually.
I hate it.
We got the quarterback for it. Why wouldn't we?
You said next year?
No, I said eventually we're going to be an indoor team just like Detroit. We're going to be one of those dome teams that's going to have a hard time playing in crappy weather.
And all 4 teams are going to go to the fucking Packers and play outdoors in December, and they're going to make it that way. So I agree with you, Foster.
I disagree with you, sir. I think that we, on Green Bay Packer week, we'll be having the guys practicing outside all week. So we'll be ready for them in December.
Look at the numbers.
Game day matters, though, Page.
Just look at the numbers and look at all the stats. They talk about it every week.
I'm thinking positive tonight.
I got you. Hey, Iceberg Slim. Cry me a river, Shorty. Cry me a river.
Iceberg, what's up, Iceberg? I'm going to cry you a river.
You should have been here earlier. He was on that soapbox again.
Oh, yeah, you missed it, Iceberg.
Oh, my goodness.
Iceberg, go back and watch at some point. Go back and watch like the first 10 minutes, man. Oh, we all just left. We put him on screen and left. PJ went to Walmart. I stopped at the bar.
I ain't going to Walmart no more. I'm going to Walmart.
I'm going to Lowe's. Pick up some cheeseburgers while you're buying some lumber.
Adam Mason saying, "Fuck it, Carl." Now you maybe want to go back to work and watch my what was that? Watch my
53-man projection.
Hey, at least we're making you question yourself, Adam. I mean, that's all that we are. Opinions.
That's the only reason we had the show tonight.
Right.
Was to make you go back and look at your 53-man roster prediction.
We were hoping
Minister.
you would show up just to make you do that, Adam.
Minister
Charles.
Johnson.
Minister Charles Johnson.
Good to see you, Minister Charles.
What's going on, brother?
So yeah, I don't know. I'm as far as to answer your question, I think the only one that I can really see, not the only one, the one I'm banking on is a wide receiver being the guy to make the roster. I like the wide receiver, tall, and his tape looked pretty good. What was his name again, Carl?
Jade Walker.
Jade Walker. Yeah.
He had a very fun catch that the social media team highlighted where he dropped it essentially, but then it hit his feet while he was falling and he kicked it back up to himself. Pretty cool.
Cool.
Adam's gonna get Shorty going again. Adam says,
"Yeah,
we have a month of dead time and nonstop Chicago media rumors that drives the shit out of me."
He's about to make
Go ahead, Shorty.
He's about to make me stand up again. You know what? Fuck this Chicago media. You missed the first section when
PJ just leaves. He bails.
Do you see right there where it says Mr. Shorty FCM Adam? It said Mr. Shorty fuck Chicago media, and boom, I started getting all my shit pulled. My camera, my video feed, I couldn't.
This video is brought to you by the CCP.
You needed to play the video, Carl.
Maybe Warner was doing it again. I literally had to reset my computer twice to come back on my own fucking show because this said fuck Chicago media, and YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube. Shut me down, Adam. So go back and watch that.
He was here, I think, for that because he said, I totally support your stance, Shorty.
Here comes part 2 of the epic rant.
Oh, crap. Yeah, PJ down. He just bails on you.
No.
I'm out.
No. I'm done. I've ranted.
Is it safe?
It's safe, PJ. You're in a safe zone.
Here, dude.
You're in a safe zone. I'll sit back down. I'm standing right now. Let me just sit my ass back down.
I don't know. I mean, once he starts, there's no stopping.
PJ's like, I gotta go. There's a lot of swears going on right now. I gotta leave this place.
It's like, you better stop him because he has no brakes.
I love that. I love that you think that of me. That's great. That's a compliment. Thank you, Peach. You know why? Because this is yours. This Saturday.
First, I'll put it on a debit card. PJ, send me your debit card.
This Saturday when we meet for dinner, my friend. This is yours.
Yes, sir.
So are you gonna? We'll just pretend we're doing members only. So you're gonna stop by PJ then?
Oh, PJ is so awesome. He drives to Champaign to hang out with me for dinner. I love PJ.
How far is Champaign from O'Hare Airport?
Fucking hour and a half from PJ.
No, I'm talking about for me.
2 hours? What you're like we're like 2 hours from Champaign?
I don't know. I got to look at it. I don't remember. That's probably about right.
Yeah.
Now, could you drink champagne for 2 hours?
Oh, Carl, we got to do a poll question, man.
Okay.
The chat started this. I started it. I think Zach.
Okay.
Do you refrigerate your ketchup after opening it, or do you put it in a cupboard? I refrigerate mine.
I refrigerate mine too. Who doesn't?
It's in the chat. Adam goes, doesn't everyone refrigerate their ketchup after opening it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you should. It says it on the bottle.
Now I gotta go get a ketchup bottle and look at one.
Hey, for a moment here, I want to give a shout out to Minister Charles, man.
Charles.
I hope you have a successful surgery, man, and your pain and issues be alleviated, man. Uh, yeah, that's a tough way to go, man. Teeth is getting rotten because of the medication you're taking for your bleeding eye. Yeah, that's a tough way, man. My thoughts and prayers are with you, brother, for real.
Whoa.
Yeah, that is fucking insane, Minister Charles Johnson. I am so sorry to hear that. Wow.
Minister.
That's fucking insane, Minister.
Jeez.
That is
It's
Minister.
terrible. It's terrible that the medications that they put people on today, man.
And they're all to make you keep taking more medications too.
and
True.
sometimes they do more damage than because the body
Don't-
heals itself. I mean, it can't
Don't
do
get
everything,
me
but
started on another rant about medication.
Are we going to have to be visited by
Alright.
the CCP again?
Brian saying, put Shorty in a timeout. He already saw it coming before I even say anything. Minister, we wish you the best, my friend. Please recover well. Plus, you, Squeegee, if you're still here, I know you've been going through the ringer too. Much love and appreciation to you, and we hope all goes well to both of you, man. Prayers for a speedy recovery per Patty Lara. Thank you, Patty.
Yep.
yeah.
100%.
He's got the right attitude because he goes, "Hey, at least I'll never have another toothache again."
Yeah.
That gotta hurt though. Hopefully,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
doing it in stages for you.
Yeah.
Like pull out half at a time or something.
Yeah.
Because man,
Yeah, I mean, I know people have had the same problem. I've got friends that same thing. The medication just rotted their teeth. My ex-wife, the chemo and radiation ruined her teeth. Beautiful smile, beautiful
Wow.
teeth. They just ruined her teeth. She's young and she's got dentures, but I mean, things could be worse, man. You could lose your sight. You could not be here yet. And he's got it. Minister's on the ball. He's
Oh my God. Adam.
What is this garbage on my screen, Adam? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
This is my very extremely rough prediction for the final 53-man or initial 53-man roster.
Now take a picture of it, Adam.
that.
What's
He's
what's
not
the
talking about what
Adam? What's
It
the
is. He
problem
said
with
this
it?
can't be your sincere 53-man prediction.
What's the problem with it? The linebacker situation?
Daniel Hardy moving the linebacker.
It's not official. I call bullshit on that. I'll see it when I believe it. Vomit. Six
Come on,
linebackers is
Daniel
probably
Hardy
heavy.
and Sweat are not going to be the slack cornerback. Oh, I'm looking at it wrong.
Yes, you are.
Vomit.
Yeah,
Vomit.
Go blue, Minister Charles Johnson. Get yourself healed up so you can watch Bryce Underwood.
All in one day. Oh my goodness, Minister Charles. May God be with you, brother. God be with you, comfort you, and heal you.
Get the
Agreed.
pain out of the way,
Holy
then.
fuck. Jesus.
Cliff saying,
Charles, you're going to be drugged up for this, man. You're going to be.
yeah.
Gee.
Tell us about your stories of the drugs that they put you on. I felt great.
Tripp's favorite, the Lauden and Jack Daniels.
Didn't bother me at all.
Where's that PDF? Or
Rick
where's the image from?
Gonzalez, my man, Rick, saying that Sewell will not make it.
You're probably
agree.
right. He's fucking trash. I mean, Adam, this is my justification.
Based on
Look at 2024. For whatever reason, the Lions started with 4 wide receivers. Was there an injury? Did something stupid happen? They only have 52 players? I don't know. They're not going to carry 7 wide receivers like the Bears did in 2022. I don't
I
know.
guess it depends on who gives you special team value.
Yeah,
That's all that it is. Exactly.
Not sure I agree with that. I mean,
Yeah.
What's your point? Are we the Lions? No, but we have their head coach, essentially.
right. What he's doing is, I mean, we're seeing it. I saw a bunch of shit on Twitter about the Lions want to be the Bears, and they're showing them throwing passes to the offensive linemen. Well, of course they think that because we took their coach that's doing the same thing that did for the Lions. He's making everyone throw passes, catch passes. He's trying to figure out what the best scenario is for who can throw, who can catch, and what situation can I use you in this moment to fuck up the defense. And that's the most exciting part about this head coach is that he is so innovative and forward thinking that this is what I've always, I mean, we talked about this before on BCP that why not just cover your ears, Tony Moy? Why not just run a 2-quarterback set with Justin Fields? And you can just spread Justin Fields wide, have Tyson Bagent come into the center, take the ball from the center, and throw the ball to Justin, or vice versa. And
You'll never be able to get the ball to Justin.
Huh?
You'll never be able to get the ball to Justin.
Justin could have outrun anyone on that field at the time.
I'm just saying he would have outran the ball too.
So
Tyson's arm's not all that
Look at
strong.
this guy. This guy is relentless. Adam, you should change your name to Relentless Adam Mason instead of Relentless Mikey. I mean, $10,000 bet that Zach Pickens makes this roster. Jesus.
I'll take that bet, Adam.
Oh no. Oh,
Finally, I can have Shorty pay off my debt with Adam.
no.
I'm down several
I got
$10,000.
you
I don't know, JT. I think. Shorty, you doing any gummies tonight or
No.
no?
Not yet.
No puffing in the garage.
Is that
or
going to be
anything?
Saturday? Let's do it on. Yeah, let's do it on Saturday,
Absolutely not.
and then go to a forest preserve.
Absolutely not.
No chance he may. I'm not going to bet you $10,000, but
You
there's
know,
no
I go to
chance.
Florida,
You're
he
Sir,
scared.
I'll
You're
up in my wall,
scared.
dude. I'll bring the paneling back.
Put it all on red,
Listen.
Shorty.
Listen, neither of us wants to pay out $10,000 to each
Oh,
other.
I've lost multiple bets with Adam, and
I'll bet you a
Nothing
lunch,
happened. It's
Adam. How about that?
Well, to Adam's point, I will say that I never viewed Pickens as a one technique anyway.
Right.
And for them to have played him there
Oh,
and
boy.
kept him there and kept on playing him there, it's like you were totally misusing him.
I mean, look at
I agree,
our
Pete.
interior
Totally
defensive
agree.
line situation. Where are the nose tackles?
Only one. We only have
One.
well
Jonathan Ford is.
And
Jonathan Ford and Andrew Billings.
Chris Williams can play there, right?
I guess Dexter.
And Adam
probably fits
Mason. Adam Mason will be the very first to tell you that his fictitious PFF stats suggest that Andrew Billings is no good. So again, why are we predicting
Yeah, but didn't they say that about the
a
Edwards?
double-digit win season when we
Didn't
can't
they
stop
say
the
that?
run?
Weren't the Edwards PFF stats not as great? And he just got a 2-year extension.
Yeah, it's, the
you. Hey,
PFF.
Billings and Javon Dexter playing next to each other was a good tandem.
Yeah, but Andrew Billings can't play every single snap.
Well, I'm
No,
talking
that's-
about
Who's gonna play nose tackle when Andrew Billings has to rotate out?
That's why
Is
we need to
Gervon gonna
draft
play
Grant.
there and you're gonna kick
Well,
Deo inside?
There is a difference between nose tackle and a one technique.
Okay, sure. You're not wrong there either. And correct, I like what Adam Mason is saying. Jarrett is the one technique because you gave Jarrett a lot of money. He should be
Yep.
starting. And Grady Jarrett did very, very well statistically against double teams. So I do think that Grady Jarrett will be that NT position, right?
So if Grady Jarrett's the one technique, then Javon Dexter becomes your three technique. Then your
Yes.
backups could be Billings, one technique, and the battle between Zach Pickens and Shamar as a three technique, and with the fifth one being the other.
How many did the Bears keep last year? Let me see if
Five, I
have
believe.
that.
I think they had five
I have so many. Oh, it's right here.
defensive
And
tackles.
they're gonna keep the
No,
same.
we kept
Yep.
four. We've had four defensive tackles. Now, I'll be honest. I don't know if the way that it was listed in the Bears website didn't account for a defensive end also being a defensive tackle or some shit. But
Right.
numerically, this is what I compiled. Traditionally, Dennis Allen, even the Lions, which doesn't matter as much, the Bears, have always been light at defensive tackle. The defensive ends, you could see Lions went heavy in 2023 with 7. Bears last year kept 6, but that's for guys like Daniel Hardy who are playing special teams. So, a little early to be talking roster construction projections, but that was fun.
Let's see what they look like in the pads, I guess.
Hey, PJ,
yes, please.
You know that we just went 29 minutes and 38 seconds over your predicted time for the show?
That's why I said that.
But yeah, he said we'd go 35 minutes over.
No, I figured by saying we could be done at 10, you guys want to go past 10.
Okay, so
he was playing us all along.
All right, well, let's end this shit then. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Ghost any hit me up.
You want to end this shit now, Peach?
The bodies hit the floor.
Yeah?
Yeah. What's next week?
Next week is me in a hotel.
Ooh.
Middle of June.
Mm.
It's
Foster, you cannot go to this hotel with him.
Oh, please do, Foster.
Dude.
Every time I'm staying in that hotel, I'm like, Foster, come do the show with me from the hotel. He's like, yeah, I'll be there. He's like, yeah, can't make it.
Yeah, I
gotta take care of all this other shit in my life. This fucking house.
It's gone, man. It's gone, dude. Gone.
Mayhem, we love you. We love you, Mayhem. So
yeah. So
never seen so many dead hookers.
Saturday, it's a date.
Yes, you and I.
Good night, everybody.
You and I, Portillo's in Champaign on Saturday, my friend.
Foster?
I'll go, but I'm not having Portillo's with you guys. I'm boycotting Portillo's, man.
Okay.
Try the cheeseburger. It's good.
We can go to Chick-fil-A. It's right across the street, right?
The price has gone up. The portions aren't as big.
The beef sucks.
And they're not what they were.
Nope. Not at all.
It's just not worth the money. Matter of fact, shit, too bad we couldn't go to Mattoon. We could go to the original Burger King. The original one.
Carl?
You're going to drive your ass down to Champaign?
That's about another hour longer.
I'll ask the CCP if I'm allowed.
Dude, you got to put that up because that's our sponsor. This whole show has been brought to you tonight by the.
Brought to you by the.
Hold on, keep stalling. I'm close with a certain something that we do to end the show.
Keep stalling. We've been stalling for 30 minutes.
Installing for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Oh man! Anyone want to meet us in Champaign for dinner?
What's the address?
It's on PJ.
Yeah, I know that, Adam. I know everything's gone up everywhere, but stuff is just not worth paying the money for it. I'd rather make my own stuff at home and have it last a week.
Yeah. You can buy a beef, eat half, and take it home with you.
Cliff's got it. Should we contact the communist Chinese public relations and ask them for a stipend for the show?
Yeah, I got the stipend right here. Hold on.
We'll start. Then we got to run their communist commercials though every week. And
yes,
stuff.
yeah.
Well,
stop talking about the CCP. We're not getting money from them.
Wait, we're not? Are you positive?
Not yet.
Well, with that, I present to you everyone. The polls got this shit. Chat poll results for tonight's stream.
I got to tell you guys, I love our producer.
Yep.
This guy's a fucking maniac.
Zach Sullivan, what is that graphic from?
Where'd you get that from?
Got all that social credit there. Yeah, $10,000 in my social credit clip.
We're gonna come on. We're gonna come on next week. All the bear stuff is gonna be gone behind. It's gonna be like Communist Party stuff.
Oh
We're gonna
wait,
have papers on our desk
don't give
organized,
me any ideas.
no glasses.
Sponsored by.
No, Adam, the CCP owes you like 100,000, but how much do you owe the CCP? You've got negative credit score with them, Adam. I don't know if you're getting any money, man.
I don't know, right? Because Foster is an English name. So how is Foster Australian? Foster is Australian for beer when it's an English name. That's my question to your question, Brian Gilmore.
So
Carl, you owe Adam like $100,000.
No. That's propaganda. That's just BS.
So
Tecmo Bowl in China. 2K's got on here.
60% said I only came on to the show tonight for chat, and I agreed with you. Yeah, fuck these guys. It was because of you guys.
Why are you so afraid to just say it how it is, right? The results of the poll indicate that Shorty is coming for chat.
On two or four.
As per Cliff Victoria, go to a modern concert in person, watch the same concert at home. 57% said go to the concert in person.
Yeah. And
Nice.
it would have been more because I missed that one.
Who caused the issue for Shorty? The Chinese Communist Party.
That's what I voted for.
3% said the Chinese Communist Party. 29% said YouTube. 25% said mug salads.
Wait until chat realizes that. No, I'm not saying that. No.
Only a measly 12% said the Chicago media. You know what? It's the Chicago media, you guys. Like, what the fuck?
Man,
How funny would it be if all four of those options were the same thing?
Right? 88% said they do refrigerate their ketchup after they open it. That's good to know.
Adam Mason wants to know who the two psychopaths are that leave their ketchup out of the fridge.
It's ridiculous, right?
Good. Tony says, Carl, you should have added, did Shorty come at the Bajent presser?
Twice.
Once Google's version 3 of their video AI comes out, I'm just gonna start re-uploading every single like media thing that Tyson Bagent does, whether it's an interview, podcast, after game interview, and just replace Bagent's face with Shorty's.
You know, Tony, I love how you just keep it going. You know, this was me pushing back on Justin. PJ, close your ears. Pushing back on Justin Fields at the time. I love how you keep it going though. J2K saying, I said no to ketchup in the fridge because I don't buy ketchup. It's weird.
Yeah.
I do want to add that where's Shorty at? Hold on, make sure I get this right.
Let me plug my ears.
Yeah, go ahead and plug your ears. I've been watching Jets training camp, and not too bad. That's all I got to say. Not too bad.
This training camp, Pete.
Now, I don't know if I should bring this up.
Or I'm sorry, OTAs.
Should I bring this up as we're ending the show? That Aaron Rodgers is going to the Steelers officially? Week 1 of the 2025, right? Yeah, 1 year. Week 1 of the 2025 NFL season. Fields versus Rodgers. Quarterback swap.
Tony saying Shorty wants to give Tyson Bagent the tush push.
Yeah, that might be comment of the night, Tony. You never cease to amaze me. Thank you.
We should do a comment of the night, and then pull them up.
I
mean, you'll have to star them. We'd have to star them and then vote at the end or something. That'd really elongate things, but
I just want to say, Adam, that's a fine statement there, sir. That's a fine statement.
Justin Fields will be a top 10 QB this year. Suck it, haters.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
listen. PJ, Adam, I agree with you. I think he will be. I'm rooting for him all the way. I want him to be. I want him to prove us wrong. I do.
Prove you wrong.
I want him to prove all of us wrong. No, listen.
You're gonna prove me right.
My Caleb Williams love has nothing to do with my Justin Fields. To me, it was a business decision. It was a business decision. You go better.
He was drooling on Justin Fields when we drafted him.
I was, but I was drooling on Caleb Williams when we had Justin Fields going, damn, I wish we were the team that could draft that guy.
It was just a dream scenario for you.
Stay tuned next week.
Yes.
Will Shorty become a Justin Fields backer?
No.
Is Shorty really a member of the Communist Party?
I root for Justin
Will
Fields.
Shorty earn social
And
credit score?
Will Adam Mason go steal some ketchup packets from McDonald's? Find out next Thursday on BCP.
Leroy, I agree. Thank you for joining us tonight. Caleb over Justin, I agree. I'm just saying, I could have made a case for Justin, but I would have loved to have Caleb over Justin the whole time. I'm glad it worked out the way that it did.
Shut up,
I am
dog.
fucking ecstatic that we have Caleb. I pinch myself every day that we have Caleb. I promise you I do. But I do believe that Justin, I can emphasize with the people that love Justin because I love them for the same reasons.
Okay, that's enough talking about Justin. We're gonna stick it back to the Bears here, and thank you guys for joining us. We truly appreciate you coming out tonight, sharing with us, and
Bears.
there you go. So on a 1, a 2, a 3.
Fuck Green Bay.
Bears. Love
Bears.
sucks.
Bears.
Yeah. Jordan
Did you say
Love.
Rebel Yeah?
What?
Did you say Rebel Yeah?
No. Love
If you
sucks.
don't end
Jordan
the
Love
show-
sucks. Yeah. But
Empathize.
the song
Now,
is Love
Foster-
Stinks. The real song is Love Stinks.
Now, Foster, what does Jordan Love suck? Find out next time.
Giddy up, groove, stay.